It is started.
Fantastic.
I just told him.
Told who?
Peter.
Oh. Good, he deserves it. Alright. Turn the volume down. Because joining in, get that viewer time. Alright. What's this way?
I haven't streamed any fucking thing else for the past couple of weeks, so.
Here's my thing.
Really?
Why am I tipping if there's a $5 gratuity delivery fee already?
Oh, then don't.
Because that's only for like their gas. I normally give them like 3 or 4%.
I give them a $5 tip. Like the lowest I like to tip is $5. Because if
Yeah,
you
but waiter's always an hour and a half. That's why I don't tip waiter.
actually, I've gotten it like pretty good time over here the last couple times I've been here.
Social commentary at the beginning
I
of the
know,
stream.
right? Talking about food deliveries.
Like,
Fantastic.
they suck.
It's the important
Lots of
things in
people
life.
Very much so.
Yeah. So, last time? Okay. I was like, what are you
Last time
watching
in
now?
a video.
Yeah, last time, many weeks ago, and a full moon has went and gone, all the good shit, blah blah blah, yada yada. It was pretty simple. You guys made your way back to Conconver, relayed the news that homie been ate by a dragon. Y'all got your ass kicked by a dragon. And then you all decided to take up the job once again to go to the woods and figure out the mystery of the Banshees.
Fuck the wisp.
Yeah, got your asses whipped by 2 little wisps. And turned tail and made it back to the only bar within spitting distance, which is the 8-mile run. And that's pretty much where we ended off. Short, sweet, but in my mind, entertaining.
Can we take a
nonetheless.
quest on to burn down that forest?
One tree at a fucking time.
I mean, didn't somebody try to shoot a tree with firebolt?
But say, I think he shot a few trees with firebolt.
Wait. I mean, are we, offending anybody because, there are currently the forests burning in South America? No? Okay, cool, yeah.
Do you know what we do? We don't get offended. We do the offending.
I mean, I might have been asking for the potential viewer out there, but do we overly give a damn?
No.
Well,
Not
Yeah.
today.
let me reach into my pocket for that last oh shit, I already gave it away, that last damn.
Yeah. The Too Soon crew. Alright, let's go. So yeah, you all are at the 8-mile run. Good old Dugan serving up the drinks. What do you gents decide to do?
Not go back to that goddamn forest.
I'm gonna study some of those ritual cantrips that I
Okay.
procured.
Yeah. Sounds good.
What time of day is it?
Noon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was still pretty early in the day. You guys decided to head out in the morning, and it took a couple hours to get to the woods.
I'm gonna go to the inn's stable,
Mm-hmm.
set up some hay, target practice.
Okay. Easy enough. Doesn't take you too long. You get out there, set up one of the smaller bales, start cutting loose some arrows.
So now that the samurai moral compass has duct tape over his mouth, what's going to be the guiding force behind where we go now?
Yeah, I was gonna say the samurai and the cleric, both not
The
great.
two people who gave shits.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Then what would the 3 of you actually do?
Well, first I'm gonna look through these rituals to pick the 5 that I for sure got. And I'll make some rolls about the other ones that I'll potentially copy.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
take
because
it.
those would have been the 10 available, and in the time that you had, yeah. That's fine. Oh, so I just sent you the whole list rather than choosing 5. Yeah, I forgot.
How would this
Well, no,
Sorry, I'm on.
because we had talked about it when I was leaving, that you were gonna send them all because I had planned on copying.
That's right.
some
Okay, that's right.
Besides just the ones
Hey
I
man,
select.
I was recovering from being ill. Brain wasn't functioning.
Yeah. Well, it looks like one of these I can't use anyway, so that's not gonna be one of the ones that I straight up grab.
Well, by okay, yeah, I was gonna say that makes sense.
Figure this laptop thing out.
Figured out what left, huh?
Oh, my little laptop thing. I'm still trying to figure out how everything works on it. It's difficult because it's an RCA piece of shit.
There you go.
Kind of like iPhone.
Hey, it actually let me edit the title from my fucking cell phone this time. I'd be damned.
Nice.
I'm gonna sit in the corner of the bar. I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna see if I can find anything. Just listening.
Okay.
Anybody got any rumors going on?
Okay. Well, go ahead and give a perception then.
Well,
Okay. So, as Delay spends his day shooting arrows into a haystack. Oh, and my woman brings me food? Oh my goodness, oh my damn. Oh, hello.
hopefully I have a female.
Yeah.
Driver. So
Yeah.
like I say, my woman brought me food too. so-
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Strawberry.
Maybe get lucky. It's, roughly 50-50 chance.
As long
I
as
mean,
not-
usually it's a woman that
But
delivers.
no, you might roll that 1%. It's the it.
The killer clown? I'm
You can
not-
call it that.
I'm not
Did y'all see
picky.
the
It's
video
been
of
a
the killer
while
clown
anyway.
delivering cookies?
Nope.
I saw that shit this morning. It was funny.
I mean, it's been a little bit for me anyway. I mean, I'm not picky.
Ugh. Yeah, as food's being served in the tavern, and Kilprax is spending time reading through his books. You try to keep a low profile, listening in, trying to overhear some of the rumors and gossiping in town. With it being early in the day, there's not too much that seems to pass here. Caravan or two makes their way by, stops in. They get some drinks. You do hear a few rumors about the goings on in Dijo, the centralized city of the continent that is a neutral territory in and of itself. That seems to be the destination for the caravan, the group that is with the caravan that's passing through at this time. Nothing of real big interest, other than the fact that it is a city that isn't far away. You gather it is about a month's journey. They'll be stopping off at a crossroads town along the way that is called Verri. And they're just seeking the business opportunities and riches that are out that way. One of the group seems to be talking about Neelam being the capital city that is on the continent, that there has been some unrest and upheaval. The trident of the High Ruler was stolen months ago, and there's rumors that the High Ruler's elder brother has been even seen on the outskirts of the capital city. You don't gather too many pertinent details. They seem to get in hushed tones at certain parts, and you kind of overhear the mildly excited parts before they
Got it.
dial it back. You got it from baby?
Hi. Good, how are you?
Oh, that's yours?
Probably.
I was about to say if Peter showed up, I was like, hell yeah. Boy, I was
Peter,
worried.
Peter done chickened out.
Yeah, I know. But I was hoping that
Thank you.
threat of dragon assaults and whatnot might get him back, but he just let us down. Actually, he didn't show up last time, did he?
Nope.
He just did all of it
Phoned a
over the
friend.
phone.
Yeah, we had to phone his ass in.
Otherwise, we would have died. Somebody almost did.
This motherfucker
Yeah.
here.
They're the one flipping the forest off.
With a
You
12.
want pancakes?
Okay.
You want bacon?
And amongst all that, later on in the
I have
afternoon, you
pancakes.
do see someone else come in. They come in a little bit later in the day. As Valdalkin, who looks a little rough and tough, and he's sitting in a corner booth. Doesn't seem to really be engaging with anybody else that was in the tavern, but he seems to keep doing sideways glances towards Kilprax, sitting in the corner, but he makes no move to approach. He just every now and then kind of gives a sideways glance.
I'm gonna approach him.
Yeah, with my passive perception, I wouldn't notice him because I'm deep in study.
About what time you said it was?
This would probably be getting on just before around dinner time, so sometime around.
I'd probably be
well,
coming in
5.
from shooting at hay bales at this point, probably.
Okay. So you go to come in, and whenever you come in with your 12, you even notice that now his sideways glances get a little more consistent.
So he's never seen bird people before.
That or he has.
We'll walk up to him. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Yeah. Long days. Not bad nights. You, my friend.
Well, long days, fucked up nights, and fuck that force.
Cut through, did you? Not letting me make that mistake twice.
We did it 3 times.
Of
course I didn't.
I was going to say,
Of course
he
I didn't
doesn't
say
know that. I know. Delay doesn't say much.
Seen you, give him some sideways glances to that Kinku over there. You know him?
Kinku. I don't know what you're talking about.
The bird.
At this point, it's birds.
The bird sitting over there.
Alright. When's the last time you seen a bird reading a book?
That's a fair point. Fair point. So, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Passing through. A little further than this. A little of that. What's it to you?
I too am looking for a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Likely not the same, but nevertheless. To the road. Tips his glass and takes a good long swig.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and sit next to Kilprax and tell him, hey man, the guy at the bar's been giving you funny looks.
I'll look up at him and wave at him. And look back at my books.
He kind of just
The lady's gonna go sit at the bar and figure out what the hell he's gonna eat.
okay. So this guy's not at the bar. This guy's at a corner booth. So you just go into
Nope.
the okay. Just making sure. I didn't know if
that's-
your intention was to go
No.
sit near this guy because he did just say the bar, and I wasn't going to correct.
Yeah.
Because
The
I just wanna
bar
make
is the default spot where the label will go.
True. Okay. So, you go ordering food. I mean, he's got a little bit of meat on the offer. Maybe even some bacon. Some eggs. Flapjack. Yeah, that sounds good because fuck, it's delicious. You've inspired the dungeon, baby. Good job.
Thank you. I like to think I'm the barkeep making all the noise in the background.
There you go.
Ambience.
Yeah.
You missed it. We had a foggy day and we were able to provide that ambiance.
And you guys provide everything else and stuff too.
Alright, I'm stay sitting next to Kilprax and continue listening to see if I can hear any rumors worth pursuing.
Rumors what?
Rumors worth pursuing for like anybody who might have jobs available. I'm assuming there's no job board posted in this bar.
No, unfortunately not. I mean, you already did the perception to kind of listen for rumor and gossip. Are you going to actively inquire
That's the barkeep.
about
Yeah, I'm
work?
gonna go ask the barkeep
Okay.
if there's any jobs in the area that could use adventurers.
Do you tell me you're doing this?
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep about possibly finding some work for us.
Ask him about old boy too.
Alright.
Oh boy.
The one
What's
getting
staring
up.
at me?
So I'm gonna ask the barkeep if he's heard anything about some jobs that needed adventures, and if he knows anything about the guy who just came in and sat in my corner booth.
Okay. So I'll let you make a decision. Either give me an investigation roll or a persuasion. Investigation for, how much intel can you potentially gather? Persuasion to see how much Dugan is willing to foretell because he likes you.
Definitely gonna be an investigation, because that's a -1 to persuasion. 17.
Nice. Okay. So yeah,
See, my rolls got better when she sat next to me.
I know, right?
Just don't let it touch the dice.
Yeah, they're too expensive to throw away. I'm sorry. This one's.
It only lasts about a week. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but I have a Wednesday game.
I'll let you know there's truth to that when I roll again.
Right.
Might want to do some practice rolls.
This was like
Just in case there's some extra juju left in that
18.
box.
But if there's good juju, I don't want to waste 100.
Actually,
It's like 30 something.
Roll the 20 out the way first, and then I get all the shitty rolls afterwards.
That would be Ian with my food.
damn. They really wasn't playing around getting your food here. That shit never happens.
Okay,
Hi.
there you go. Thank you. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, they didn't have my large, so I had to get a medium.
No.
For some reason, it wasn't even available on the menu.
Huh. Weird.
Right?
Sad days.
Well, last time I ordered my large, and whenever they brought it, they brought me 2 mediums. Because they had run out of buns.
I hate when she runs out of buns.
I know, right?
That's
Oh.
a damn shame.
Well, I don't have to worry about that. You got the buns, son.
Like, compared to a large, oh my god.
What is that?
The medium, the large is like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Alright.
All right.
Ian may be coming back with another sandwich.
Right?
So yeah. So 17, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pretty solid. All right. So you go up and you inquire with Dugan. He mulls it over for a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Got some cushion if you want. Let you know. Not really anything in the area. Town seems to stay pretty quiet. There is the business with the missing women. You know, the mother and the daughter that went into the woods.
We tried. We're not fucking with that.
He's at the bar talking to Dugan about this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Upon hearing about the forest, you just see the King equivalent of a middle finger pointing at the forest.
Definitely says that you probably most likely could find something in a big city like Indijo. They're always looking for adventures, especially with it being a neutral territory. It's a good stopping hub if you're making your way into another territory, rather than trying to cross any other natural borders, just because it might not be the most friendly. You know, talks about a little bit of what he heard over the rumor of what's going on in Neelam, but he only gleaned about as much as you did. That seems to be news to him as well. You know, adventures typically don't do too much in the way of, you know, rounding up lost sheep. That seems a little beneath y'all. What?
I'm picturing birds rounding up sheep.
That is a
And then you
funny
just
thought
go,
in and of itself.
It would be really easy though.
No.
You ever buy a park and herd of sheep? Imagine what happened if a kid could mimic you.
Yeah.
Run.
How much could we get for rounding up some sheep here?
Doesn't seem like you guys' type of thing.
At the inquiry, Dugan chuckles a little bit. Well, I mean, as much as a shepherd can offer, which I hate to break it to you, probably ain't very much. Closer to harvest, maybe a little bit more. After harvest, especially. But maybe, if you're lucky, 20 gold. But that's depending on the number of sheep. I don't know. I haven't heard what they're listing for it, but I gather not much. That
I'm gonna
would
look over at
Delay.
the lake. Sorry.
Birdman.
Map? Do you have a map?
he's got the map.
I point at Kelbrax.
Kilprax, can I borrow your map real quick?
Are you yelling across the bar?
No, I'll walk over.
Oh, okay.
Hold up to do me. Can I borrow your map real quick? I might have some wait for a little bit of money. Real easy.
Don't lose it.
I'll bring it right back. Can you show me on the map where the shepherds are at?
Oh yeah, easy enough. He grabs the map and is like, well, it's local. It's just on the northern side of the town. And he points it out. You're like, I mean, if you're looking for the big money, I said Indijo probably be your best bet to pick up a job, but if you're looking for some adventure, old Thousand Tooth reared his ugly head again.
Gonna take it. Thousand Tooth as a dragon, right?
No, who would want to go after a dragon? No,
I was about to say, because
it's old Gator. One-eyed ugly son-bitch. But he's big. Many a hunt been done for him. None in return. Some say he gets bigger every time someone go for him.
where's old Thousand Tooth located?
Out in the marshes. Yeah.
I mean, the marshes where that dragon was? Yeah, fuck that job.
Yeah, you're looking at the map and you're going, marshes. And the map you have is of Veldas specifically, so it's not even, it's maybe a fifth or a sixth of the actual continent itself, so it's not a full map. Looking across it, yeah, you really only see one marsh, and that's the Sylph Marshlands where you guys have already doubled back from. Yeah, they put a high price.
I look at Kilprax over my shoulder, and I look at the lake. No marshes. Gotcha.
So no marsh, no what kind
And
of adventures are you?
When you look at
You-
the lake,
I've got
the lake
fucked
just
up by a
points at that
big
fucking points in the direction of that forest.
So, kind of
And seeing
adventures
all
that
this
turned down.
movement, I'll pack up my shit, walk over, and try to figure out what the fuck's going on.
He wants us to go hunt a gator out in the marshes that we just came from.
I didn't say you had to. You just asked me for what would be fitting of adventurers.
He offered knowledge.
With that, I'll take out my pin, and I'm gonna draw a dragon in the little marshes. It's a 19 on the die,
That's pretty good. Just put your dexterity on it.
so 21.
Yeah, that is a very deft dragon. You're just like, it's not a big one because I mean the maps. Well,
Yeah.
map's probably about half this, and you're just over here, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna draw a little one about one of these little squares here. And it's like, and then put a little rah. I'll be. Makes you wonder if it's the dragon or old 1002 himself that got him.
I think it's the dragon.
Well, I don't know, 1002. From what lore be tell about from Alamana, he's a begging.
I'm just saying, I don't think they made it past the opening of the woods to get to him.
And I'm gonna take my chalk and write on the board for Dugan. Gators don't breathe acid.
No, my friend, they do not.
I'm gonna point at the dragon picture and go, yes.
Well, so you don't want to go to the woods for the ladies. You don't want to hunt a gator. You want to find sheep. You are the oddest bunch of adventurers I think I've came across in my day.
I just think I
But who am I to judge? Gold be gold, as they say.
And then I'm gonna tell them what he said about the. I can't remember the name of the city.
Which one?
The Central Hub.
Indijo.
In Dijon.
In Dijo City, I already know that one.
Yep.
And I'll bring up Pani Monastery outside Nilam City.
Yep. Yep. Neelam is the big city, and then there's a couple of port towns and some towns akin to Conconvert.
Yeah, Kilprax's not worried about that.
Yeah.
Port of Iputro. Iportu?
Yeah. Portu.
Port City.
Damn it, woman! Really?
Turmaka,
Yeah. Turmaka.
Kamatana, and Pativu.
Upon all that,
I forgot to give you Veri. I mentioned it just a minute ago, but it's a crossroads town on the way to the Veri Road, which is the road that runs from Neelam to Indijo.
So is in Dijon on the way, or in
So,
the same direction as the Pawnee Monastery?
no, Pani Monastery would be up to Neelam. So, I have. Oh, since I've been saying it for a while, do a really rough sketch real quick. Because I suck ass at drawing. So, give me that. So, I mean, if you're coming in, you've got Port Alamana that's down here. You've got the actual silt marshes itself.
Delay writes out Big city equals tall tower. I'm down.
Equals what?
Tall towers.
Oh.
I look at kill price. I'm like, I know you want to go to the monastery for books.
Who said anything about books?
You just
Okay.
seem like a kind of a book bird. Is it because you're trying to catch the
Okay.
bookworm?
Yes.
But I know you wanted to go that way. But
Caught a whiff of your,
No.
maybe we can go to Indonesia, make a little bit of money, and
I
then
had
head that way.
of sour liquor gillet my nose a while ago.
I love slurping up the end whenever you finish off the bag. Yeah. Do not do that with pretzels. Okay? Do not.
That's a whole lot of salt.
Holy sweet baby Jesus. I did it once and almost died. Actually, I probably would have preferred to die at that point.
I did it with a bag of saltine crackers, and it was all brought.
Oh.
okay.
Well,
Well, at that, I'll ask you if you asked Dugan about old boy yet.
oh boy.
Was staring at me.
Not quite yet, but I was getting there.
Yeah, mountains all over here. This is like terrible. Terrible because I'm fucking god awful, blah blah blah. Hackington is on for a way.
You can literally draw circles and squares for towns and stuff like that. You ain't gotta.
Yeah.
And write mountains. I don't need an accurate map.
That's
Oh, yeah.
my map, sir.
Oh yeah, okay, that's the one you've been trying to draw. Yeah, it's supposed to have been drawing you off.
Well, like I said, I've been. So these would be your. Near woods. And this. Yeah, you would have.
There's nothing but
These are the
orange
ones
and
that I
one
asked
green one
about.
left.
Yeah, no, I remember.
like
So,
orange.
No, that's just how it ended up.
Oh.
What's up?
so that was the.
It's all orange and one green.
You mean green?
Monastery. So.
I'm walking out.
Can I eat the rest of it?
Yeah, like I said, I have another bag. They're on sale at the CVS down the road.
Heck yeah.
There's none in there. Makes me sad.
Make her happy.
And that one was.
Courtney is a Sour Patch Kid.
I know.
It's my motto. It's my favorite candy in the whole world. This one specifically.
And that's why I have those instead of the gummy worms. It was the debate whether which one I was going to buy.
Gummy worms are my second.
Or
And then gummy bears because I like to eat their heads off.
Warheads.
We grabbed a automatic stamping machine
Yeah,
So-
quick enough.
So I was
Instead of
pointing
going
that
into
before I came over
too
here.
crazy detail.
I would have been here an hour earlier if I didn't have that thing to fuck with.
Simple, terrible, but
Sweet.
Okay, let me take a break. I'll be tomorrow.
so then yeah, that's the Velda territory. And then where the road ends at the edge of the page, that's where it leads into Indonesia on the left hand side.
Lucky. I can't pay a girl to do what I can.
Huh?
So I couldn't pay a girl to do that term.
You give me $20, I'll scratch your head. But that one, not that one.
Oh, baby's
Have
so
to be
smart.
specific. Okay, let's see. Ooh, tomorrow's the 24th.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna work till 8 a.m. Sweet.
So that kind of gives you a idea of
Okay, so 8 Mile Run would be about here.
yep, little on the right hand side of it.
Yeah, go ahead and inquire from Dugan about old boy sitting in the corner booth now.
And Dragon would have been.
The dragon you guys would have encountered on the right hand side of the Silt Marsh. Because you guys crossed through the woods. No.
So yeah, right here.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been where the party would have split and went different directions.
Little beefy arm.
It's actually leftover eggs.
There.
Fun.
So
Breakfast.
the biscuits are done
Legs.
too.
There.
And make little sandwiches.
Yeah, there's a little dragon.
I like it.
It's Trogdor.
So yeah. At least y'all have there.
I literally looked up Trogdor to make sure it was to scale.
But yeah, at least you have a representative map until I actually finish the
Actual
online version 1. Which I'm hoping will be very similar to the Felinor one that I had. Where I'll have like actual map points that you can hover and get information and click and go to other links and stuff, so. Doing that shit's easy for me. I can embed it and do all those things with images, but I just can't fucking draw them. I'm a terrible artist.
It's okay.
That's what I get for being in IT. I can do all the coding and I can do all that shit all day. I just can't fucking draw. So.
Same thing, you know, with my job. I can do all the investigation, I just can't draw. Alright, so what do you know about old boy that came in the corner and keeps giving my friend a good look?
Like birds? I don't know.
You've never seen him or anything like that before?
Yeah. Can't say they all look alike to me.
That's racist and fucking funny.
That's not racist, it's speciest, and it's fully acceptable.
By technicality, this is actually true racism because there's different races. Humans' racism is just sub-racism because we're all humans.
You get what I'm saying, though.
But yeah, he's got true racism. He lives outside of a Veldelkin town. It's another Veldelkin.
And he's
They're the
only
Blue
dwarf.
Man. They're the Blue Man
Jump and
group.
give him a high five.
Okay.
I don't like those bastards either.
Eh. Little wiry. They pay me, so I don't care.
Does anybody need to go to the restroom before I take my shower?
No, I'm splurging.
But no,
Please, Cody.
he's not.
He'll
I
allow
don't have
it.
any hatred
I'm
towards
sure he
him.
would.
They just look alike to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no hatred. Yeah, he just thinks they all look alike. They pay him, so he could give a fuck less.
That money's all shiny, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I wouldn't call that racism. They all look alike.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
you know, there's subgroups of people in this world that I think look alike.
Damn straight.
All Alrighty then. So you know nothing about him.
You don't talk to me. You ask for a drink, I give him a drink.
Alrighty then. Well, Kilbrax, you don't know shit about the guy. So, why don't you just go talk to him? He was looking at you. I think he might like you.
I overheard that part, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're close enough.
I make no eye contact. I'm just waiting.
I will first ask Dugan if he has mapped the outskirted area.
No. I run a tavern. We eat, we drink, we sleep.
Well, I will ask for a drink. How much is that? 5 cop?
Yeah, 5 copper for standard liquid libation.
Dang it.
I've been drinking in the horse trough.
Doesn't surprise me for some reason about your character.
Well, my character is flat broke. He had spent every copper he had to get his armor fixed, and I was after begging, borrowing, and stealing for something.
That's very true. I do remember that. And then here, Mayhew's rolling in thousands of golden items and whatnot in his inventory.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Based off of my
I got
distraction.
18 gold, and I gave him 5.
I don't know how much I got.
Well, I will approach old boy and ask him if he has any books.
As I see Kilbrax start walking to him, I get up, follow, and sit down to the opposite side of the guy. And then I mimic Kilbrax's every word.
This is gonna be awesome. Give me a mimicry roll. Ooh, what are we gonna do that as?
Performance.
Well, I mean, you've got advantage in forgery and mimicking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, why not? Performance. You got advantage on the roll. Let's see how good this goes.
19 on the first roll. Not better on the second.
19 on the first roll. What does that total come to?
I have a 0 in charisma, so 19.
19. Still pretty fucking solid. This is about to be weird. Somebody go ahead and just turn on one of the listening so we can hear Mayhew talk. It'll just be... Somebody go ahead and just turn on one of the listening so we can hear Mayhew talk. Go ahead, Mayhew. Say something.
Hello, sir. Do you have any books?
It's too much of a delay.
Hello, sir. Do you have any
That is a hell of a delay. Okay, so it doesn't work.
Let me see what mine does. Hold on.
No, there's probably an embedded delay in it, so...
Actually,
There is.
the embedded delay is less on a actual desktop browser than it is on a mobile device.
Yeah, it's still a good 8 to 10 seconds on it,
Well,
so...
technically all these devices are mobile devices.
Oh. Well. Same fucking shit.
No, there's a good 10-second difference in the delay. Because I tried it with my cell phone and my computer for one of my friend's streams.
Mhm.
And computer, he talked, 5 seconds later, computer, 10 seconds after that, the phone. Don't know why, but that's how it was working.
Let's see. Let me see if Twitch is any quicker.
I
doubt
ain't worried about it. I just thought it'd been good to get the echo, but it would have been echoing me too, so it was worth the noble try.
Close.
Alright, so
But either way, the effect is still happening. I'm mimicking every single one of Kilbrax's words.
Alright, so you sit down, and then a moment later, Delay sits down across the table from him. Or I don't know if you
No.
sat next to the guy or on.
If we're at a table like this,
Mm-hmm.
Kilbrax, dude, delay.
So essentially,
Yeah, I got it.
our
Yeah, because they're little round tables, so yeah, like he's sitting there and you just... Alright.
I'll talk looking at the guy. As I hear him start to talk, I'll look at him,
I look at the dude.
and then I'll look back at the guy.
All right. I don't remember what you said a minute ago. If it was actually in relation to this, or you were trying to do the echo, I don't remember.
Oh,
I've ate since then.
I'll for serious ask him if he has any books.
No. Not much the reading type. Does he always do that?
No.
That's just weird.
I agree.
Still doing it.
I know.
So, no books, lad. Sorry. Fresh out.
My character's just gonna kind of move closer because this I want to hear.
So what is it that you do?
Little this, little that. Why do you inquire?
Well, we're a party of adventurers. If you have things to adventure, then we may be interested.
And whenever I mimic adventurer, I cough right after it.
Adventures. Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. And by technicality, because of what you're doing, you can give a roll for this one too.
So like an assistance roll or something?
Essentially. Trying to see if one of you gets through.
No, my assistants are like 5.
12.
12 total? It's interesting. Can't say I might have a job for you, but I might know someone who does. And by luck, probably only 2, maybe 3 days out from here. On their way. Curious to find those of the black feathers, such as yourselves, but I know someone who's been inquiring about such. Apparently there's some legend or lore or something in relation to those of your kind. I've heard it once or twice, don't remember the details, never really took much of an interest in it, but mayhap it might mean something to you boys. I assume you're both boys. I don't really care. You can be lovers for all I give a fuck. But if you're interested, stick around. Might have something to say that you like, might not. Such is life.
With that, I'll ask his name and his buddy's name that's coming.
And when he says his name, I'll repeat him.
No, I got you. Where you at?
I still want to go sheep calling. Because I think this could be interesting. How many sheep can we get?
Of course you want.
We're going to have, if we decide to hang out and wait for this dude, we're going to have like 3 days to
Yeah.
call for sheep, so.
I don't think all these sheep are mine.
Well, friend, my name be Soviet. My friends, I think I'll let him introduce himself. He's kind of finicky like that. He, has a way about him. A little touchy if I name drop, but
Believe me, he's one to talk.
And I'll introduce myself. I'm Kilprax.
I mimic Kilprax.
Both Kilprax. That's. I guess it'll be easy to remember.
Just hear from across
Have
the world.
have you ever
I'm
told me
Drake!
your name?
I don't think I ever have told Kilprax what my character's name is.
I don't know if I asked and
No, you never did ask.
Zero.
I don't remember if you did or not either.
I don't know.
You may overheard whenever
I was passed
they
out.
they done left us, so I don't remember their names.
I was
Yeah.
passed out.
Rain
whenever
and
they
Skylar.
introduced-
Scholar.
Yeah.
She had asked, so I don't know if he overheard.
Right, but I was passed out, so.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think Kilprax knows the last name.
Which means by proxy, none of the rest of them that are in your party know your name because they all came in later.
I know his name. He's Crazy Crow.
Well, his name is now Kilprax to me.
Quick,
Oh.
do you think that is strange?
Do I think that's strange? Very much so.
Okay. Resume.
I have no incentive to correct anybody.
My character's now going to start calling you Crazy Crow because you flashed him.
Flash.
Standing on top of the.
Uh-huh.
On top of the.
He did.
Oh.
You pulled the silent Bob, man.
No, the J.
Hey man.
Standing on top of what?
The Citadel.
No, I'm still dressed, but sprawled out, enjoying the wind and whatnot.
No. They couldn't see you if you were laying down. You had made it very specific to tell
Well, you
them
said
that.
there was a steep a roof like this. So if I'm laying on the roof, by default, I'm at a 45 degree angle, they would be able to see me.
No. Whenever you did that was whenever you were on top of the Citadel, which is a flat roof.
Ah.
So it might have been a misunderstanding.
Yeah, definitely misunderstood. I was assuming it was like
Oh no, this
a
is like
cone-shaped roof.
oh no, this is like a Citadel. Yeah, no, it doesn't come up to a point. It's like multiple tiers, like a balcony, and then the top is flat,
Huh.
cut.
Well, that kind of needs to retrograde a whole lot of that then.
Yeah,
Because the whole time I'm thinking it was like a cone-shaped roof.
yeah, because that's why we were talking about Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot and whatnot, and yeah,
You said you were
Jay
standing
hitting
on
the
like-
tuck and everything.
Yeah, you even said you're doing the tuck on with Jay. So you're just Crazy Crow because you don't talk. You're flipping off the forest. Although fuck that forest.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like anybody's not gonna agree with that sentiment at this point.
Okay, well, at that.
You weren't around when I met the samurai, huh? That would have been so much better if you would have seen that
Oh,
shit.
I don't think he was.
Nope, he was an episode later.
That was pretty great, though.
That was pretty great.
I'll
I
ask.
stalked Peter's character just staring at him.
Yeah, and then I went and sat right next to Peter's character while he was staring at him.
Yeah, they do this devil twin shit.
Yeah. So I'll ask what his friend looks like, since he won't give a name.
Hard to miss. You're Triton, but a big fella. Big. Stout, though.
In a questioning tone, I'll ask Valdalkin in that one Valdalkin's voice from Session 0.
No. He's Triton.
Okay.
Both have blue skin, I guess, so. But they got a little more loose scales. Not our thing. We like the smooth.
I bet
About
you
Dalkin's
do.
scale, or
Now, the Valdalkin are, like, think Blue Man Group.
okay.
But,
So the
like,
Dryden,
Skinny Jean
is
Blue
the-
Man Group.
So the Dryden is the scaly blue person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially think Merfolk. But
Okay.
that walk.
They have feet and they feed a web, like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they have the fins on their arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so more civilized version of the Marler King from Fallout.
Yeah. It's not a far off one. But, yeah. Hard to miss him. Definitely makes a display when he arrives.
And when he says that, Delay just thanks Jimothy.
Last fond memory of Jimothy being taken away in the saddlebag of the horse and the dragon's claw. Rip.
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah. Will you ever know?
We're gonna have to get him over here one day just to do those rolls.
Oh, I know.
Right?
What has become
you
of
said
Jimothy?
Fridays don't work for him.
I know.
I want to say Wednesdays or maybe
Well,
some
Wednesdays and
Thursday.
Thursdays he does board game at either Anubis or at the library. So, yep.
Well, I'll ask if he is a traveler of any sort.
Well, I guess you could call it that. Yeah. I think you got to wait and see for yourself, friend.
Oh, you misunderstand. Are you a traveler?
Oh, me? Yeah, I go a little here, a little there. So I guess it's called traveling.
I'll pull out the map. Make it all pretty. Do you have a map that's more area than this?
Nah, I pretty much keep to the Valnas territory. Not a bad map. Missing a few details, but not bad.
What details?
Maybe one day, friend. Maybe. But today's not that day.
Wow, Silver.
I mean, it makes the day come quicker.
Pull the gold out.
Day's starting to look real clear.
I look at Kilprax.
I will sleight of hand 2 gold out of my coin purse.
Well, I'll give you an interesting tidbit. See here, on your marshlands, there's a lake that's on the far north side of it. I'd say in this territory. It's not the biggest of lakes, but there's an old town running abandoned on the top side of it. They say the old lesser fish folk took that one over. Kotoa. Been that way for some 80 years now. Supposedly a Hydra lives in this lake. Scary mother if you ever heard of one. Not much known about what happened with the residents of this town. Supposedly the town was about the size of this fair town of Conconver itself. Mayhap there be some loot, treasure there. Hydra typically keeps people away, and the Koto are a weird sort, so people don't typically go very near.
Does it have a name?
Because people don't go around, and not just because the Hydrix can't fucking get there because of the dragon.
The dragon probably ate all those motherfuckers already.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. If this is to scale, then Drag is a good little bit away from that place.
That fucker can fly.
Right. But
the town was known as Aim 2. Best I know, it still goes by that.
Any other details you can give me?
That's probably the most fun one you'll get. I will give this extra tidbit. These mountains up here. There's a bay on this side of the waterfront. There'd be a path that lead into the Zarin territory. I advise don't go there. A lot of weird and I guess strange occurrences, strange things not natural appearing around that area.
What kind of a natural?
Memory's a little cloudy.
I'm gonna break the mimic for a second and write down on the table. Stranger than me?
Friend, you'd be normal by their standards.
The lady's half tempted to go.
I'll do one more gold.
It's coming back to me. Yes.
It is.
Yes. I don't know. Still a little fuzzy, though. Finishes off his drink. Still a little fuzzy.
I start mimicking him.
Y'all are special.
Yeah, still mimicking him.
I'll say he is special and point to him in that guy's voice.
I think my memory's getting foggier by the minute. Yep. What, baby? You need what?
My thumb opened up and then you know
I think I saw some band-aids in the closet. On those are the what?
the big knee band-aids.
Oh, all right, baby.
Oh yeah. Another healer's kit.
Here, go, ball.
That's the little one. I need the big one. This one's too short.
It didn't say anything, woman.
Hurry up, I'm cold.
You gotta suffer for making me walk back and forth, interrupting the game, woman.
I'm not sorry. And walk through the house
All right. All right. So, fire by the minute.
I'm not stopping.
I'll pull out 5 silver and tell him that's all I've got left.
Is it deception?
Got a +3.
Give it to me, baby.
Give it to me, baby. 16.
16. I think that drink will freshen the memory.
It's a lot.
I'll stop if you said that, so.
At least there's that. Waves down and he waits. You're all kind of sitting around, and a flagon comes by. Takes a big swig out of it. Alright. Since you're so keen on refreshing the memory, and, well, you're low on funds, losing the fun out of it. They say that experiments are being done up there. It's unnatural. Some 200 Veldalkin reportedly have gone missing the last 10 years or so. The reports were that some of them were showing back up. Not quite right. Not that they're missing anything, but they have more. And the touch of the madness itself. No one knows if it's the Gith up there or something else doing it to them. But I know you ain't gonna catch me around them parts. If you hear me, friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets old quick.
Tell me about it. I just learned his name is Kilprax too.
How long have you known each other?
Like a month.
You're going well over a month, because you guys had almost a month was just getting up to Conkham for the first time.
About 2 months.
Then, yeah, I was gonna say, then you guys had about 2.5 weeks split, got the party split, and then like another 2.5, or no, you guys did a full 3 weeks back.
I think we were close to like 3.5, 4 month.
Oh no, you're probably around the 2.5 month part. So going on a good solid 10 weeks.
There we go. That one.
That one. And you're just learning his name. I mean...
You saw him right. That's how he mainly communicated up until yesterday.
Somebody knocked the voice back in him or something?
I guess so. I don't know.
Well, maybe you should find a way to make him mute again. Anything else I can do for you, friends?
I think that's it for now, good sir.
Well, thank you.
Then I'll stand up and go find Tim and ask about them damn sheep, because we need some money now.
We'll point to Kilprax on the front map. Said the shepherd's right here and sheep are missing. Said he might be able to offer up to about 20 gold.
Now, mind you, I wasn't forming any sentences myself there. I was just strictly copying them, so still within character.
Yep.
So I think we need to try to collect some of these sheep so we have a little bit of money for food and sustenance.
Good news, our buddy. His name is Kilprax too.
I just thought he was a Crazy Crow. I was going to call him Crazy Crow. I'm still going to call him Crazy Crow because I don't want it to just be too confusing.
I just shrugged.
Do you like your new name, Crazy Crow?
Wouldn't be new at this point. You would have been calling me that.
No, I just started calling you Crazy Crow.
Oh, what were you calling me before?
Nothing.
Alright.
Alright. You want to help us get some of these sheep together?
I just think I'm gonna follow him.
Alright, let's go try to get some of these sheep.
Okay. Do you go that evening, or are you going to wait till the next day?
You can wait for the next day.
Alright, so then
Sleep outside again.
there you go. I know you're already sleeping outside somewhere. What do you do, sir?
I've got a bedroll and shit. I'm gonna keep up the ruse that I'm out of money.
Okay.
Top of the stable I go.
Into the stable I go.
Actually, what's the weather like?
It's pretty nice out.
Okay, top of the
I mean, you're looking at like pretty close to the transition to fall at this point. So,
I have a bedroom if it gets cold.
there you go.
Same.
There's hay. Because I don't have a bedroom.
That's unfortunate.
I have nothing but my armor.
That's true.
This is very true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you guys go, you get your evening's rest. Some more comfortable than others, but it's an evening's rest nonetheless.
As far as my character's concerned, you're the first orc that he's really known for more than, hey, there's an orc there, or hey, you're going to pay me for this deer. So your Spartan lifestyle is normal as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
Alright, long rest taken.
Long rest has been taken.
Spells returned.
Love you. Alright. So it's this morning. What do you gents do?
I'm gonna go talk to the shepherd.
Okay. Easy enough. Because the directions that you have gleaned from the map, you find a smallish homestead on the northern edge of town. Actually, not too far from where the professor's was. A little more to the east of it, but
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed.
Easy enough. You go out there, and there seems to be a pretty good head of sheep out, and there is. I'm glad we've entertained her.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm thoroughly entertained too. The quest for sheep is what this game has devolved to. Hell yes!
Hey, my character tried to go whore himself out at the brothel,
Enrolled in that one.
enrolled in Nat 1, and got kicked out on my ass.
My character's almost died on every combat encounter.
It's because I wasn't in here. It's because I was in the shower. That's why you rolled a nat 1.
No, that was the last time.
Yeah, last time. We made it to town, and I'm like, I need money. I'm broke because my shit got stolen from,
Yeah.
when I was attacked. So I walk up and I'm like, can I get my last pay to the Valdelkin guy? And he's like, no.
What?
So I go and I legit, I'm going to go to the male brothel and try to whore myself out. Roll a performance check. Nat 1. They don't take you seriously. Grab a rock and a board. We'll suck dick for money. And I'm going to the fucking tavern.
Jesus. You guys.
I'm half orc, so I don't get very many offers, so I just met him at the Citadel.
And my character's almost died in every combat encounter.
Of course.
He straight up did die, but I gave him my inspiration.
Yeah,
Shit, I don't think in combat I've been hit yet.
I know.
For real?
For real.
Damn. How the hell does that happen? You ain't got high-ass armor at all.
Session 0,
You did damage to yourself.
I did damage to myself, but no one could hit me. And then, I mean, technically whenever I got knocked out by the thingamajig, whenever
Well,
I was
yeah.
here. But yeah, as far as actual combat, I haven't been hit.
Holy fuck.
And I've been hit
Even in-
every fucking time since Session 0.
Huh, even against the bullywugs?
Yeah.
Whenever there was like 10 of them bastards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
because the
they
one
all-
that
they
went
always
to
do
him, I moved to protect him and started doing damage, so it attacked me.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think I've been hit in combat.
Yeah.
No, I have. The bullywogs I did get hit because one jumped on me.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only time I've been hit in combat.
Where I've almost died in every single one, except for the one where she fought the half dragon and the Session 0 one.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I'll unstrap the quarterstaff from my back. go talk to the shepherd.
Okay.
I have a feeling that their sheep aren't missing, but the dragon has gone off with them.
This is pretty far from the dragon.
I already have my moves planned out. I'm just waiting to see how y'all react to it.
Okay. So yeah, you go, you find the shepherd. Well, looky here, boys!
Oh,
Damn straight. What can I do for you young lads this evening?
Heard you're missing some sheep.
There are a few of them wandered off I couldn't catch up to. As you see, I have quite the flock here.
I don't know. For a little bit of compensation, I think we might be able to help you out with that.
Well, I'm no rich man, but I'm sure I could scrounge up a little something for your boy's trouble.
All we need is just a little something to get us by.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. Well, I'm missing. Of course.
It's like right here.
So if you scoot back. God damn.
Sounded like it was right there.
Maybe it's closer
on
to...
your side.
Yep. Scooch. Ooh. Nope.
No?
Nope.
Where the
He must have went under that couch.
fuck?
No, I'm pretty sure I saw it go this way. Unless I'm just blind. Directly under me.
I was rolling the box.
And it was a 7.
Alright, well then we'll just keep that for the sake of brevity because I don't want to lose the fucking thing again. Gracias. Yeah, I done lost 7 of my best. Little buggers and just run off. Little assholes. So if you would be so kind, I gotta tend to the herd. If you could find them, you'd do an old man real happy.
Alrighty then.
I'll bust out the map and be like, whereabouts did they run off?
Well, you see, we was grazing in the lands over here to the east, and we was wandering a little up north, because, well, gotta keep the lands nice and fertile and keep the grass short. And, man, before I knew it, I was missing 1 or 2 or 3, and, I tried to wander off to go find them, and I lost a few others, so I'm not sure which way they all went, but I think most of them tended toward the north.
To the north.
To the north!
At this opportunity, I'm looking at the flock he's got in front of him right now. How many head? Just rough guess.
Probably would guess in the roundabouts 30-ish.
And there's been a few that's bad so far, right?
There's a few that's bad. Yeah, sure.
So I clap just to make sure they all look in this direction. And then I bat right back at them. What's the effect?
Give me a performance with advantage because of your fucking mimicry.
So that's a 17 on the die. And a 7 on the die.
17. You get the ghostly long stares from sheep, and one of them baas again.
Just one, huh?
Just one, and the rest of them are just staring.
Back to Chief.
Complete and utter confusion has been achieved.
On the way out, I'm gonna pass by the general store,
Mm-hmm.
pick a bedroll and a mess kit, and give it to this motherfucker.
Okay. So bedroll is 2 gold and a mess kit. I don't remember how much that is.
Bedroll's 1
They
gold.
were having a special.
Mess kit is a
Buy a bedroll, put a mess kit
0.2. So 2 silver.
Sure.
right, thank you. I can now sleep.
So you have
Oh yeah,
some-
tent is 2 gold. That's right. Bedroll's 1, tent 2.
Yeah.
So gold, 2 silver spent, and you now have a bedroll and a mess kit.
Some bitch.
Oh, he just getting all your money.
Right?
Actually, wasn't it Peter's character that gave you most of his last money?
Yep.
Yeah.
Most of your money last time, so you could buy.
Yeah. I gave him
The
5,
chainmail.
and Peter gave him 15, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right.
All right. So y'all set off to the north.
You know what? Another gold for a backpack to hold his shit. Son of a bitch.
Man, he just breaking your bank today.
Right?
He's gonna make out like a bandit when he trades his shit in.
Well, what did he get that he's going to trade in?
Maybe the potion of invulnerability, but I'll probably hold on to that for the last boss.
Nah, it just gives you resistance to all damage. Is what that does.
Yeah.
But I think it's for like an hour or something. So
1 minute.
that 1 minute. That's it. Oh, damn,
You
that
have
fucking thing's expensive as shit.
resistance to all damage.
For 1 minute.
That's the Hail Mary. Either I'm running or I'm trying to kill the god.
Pretty much.
That's the. I wish we all had one of those when that damn dragon was there.
That or first time that we come across a fucking mimic.
Because seriousness. All right. So what do you gentlemen do? You're heading northern.
Yep.
Bah! Bah! Here, Sleepy Sleepy.
I mimic one of the bad bads back to him.
I'm
Take 2 points of emotional damage.
gonna use some of that perception. See if I see anything. Actually, no. Investigation. What?
All right.
And as we're walking,
13.
I have a
Okay.
spool of fishing wire shoved in one of my pockets with the end out, tying it to an arrow. I'm just doing that as we're walking.
Interesting.
Are you a rogue or a ranger?
Rogue.
Okay.
I would be. Okay. All right. So 13 investigation. Anyone else doing anything?
I'll roll investigation as well.
I'm tying and
The whole whopping 4.
Yeah, you're terrible at this. You're looking for sheep with bad baths.
Well, my whole thing was to get them to call, so. I'm a warrior.
Guys, you heard that sheep?
Yeah, I know. Shame you wasted your one roll on an investigation instead of something like survival, which is probably more up your alley. Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
But yes.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah.
You're a warrior, of course you have survival.
It'd have been a whopping 6.
Would have been, could have been, should have been. Oh well.
Wasn't.
It wasn't.
Was not.
Alright, so I'll roll a survival for tracking.
Oh, okay.
It's a natural 1.
Which is about right.
Yeah, she sat down, so.
So grand total of 6.
Grand total of 6 off of natural 1. So you begin to follow the trail that you think might be it. And you lose track of your friends, and you are now separated from the party.
In the forest.
No, you're north. Forest is to the east of the actual town. Yes, you guys went a little bit east, but you're northeast.
So at what point do I stop and look around?
With the natural 1, it might be a while.
Right here, sheepy, 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 sheepy.
So with a 13, you guys wander for a bit, And unfortunately, you don't notice at what point you lose Kilprax, but Kilprax, you've lost Kilprax.
Yeah.
And you guys are able to locate, say, 5 of the sheep over the course of the next 3 hours or so, give or take.
Sorry.
Well, it's not like they were all grouped together. They're sheeps. They have about a day's head start on you.
Yep.
So, 13's
pretty
pretty
damn
solid. Yeah, 13's a pretty solid roll. You know, above
Well, I
average.
had the natural one over there.
Oh, yeah. He's lost. So, you know,
I haven't gotten my natural 20 yet, so I'm still not convinced that Juju's back yet.
truth. But yes, you wander for about 3 hours and you find a couple of sheep. It's about this time you realize that Kilprax is missing. But you have 5 of the sheep. And it's a little awkward, but because of your mimicry skills, you're able to kind of herd them fairly decently. And probably chill touch one of them or something if they're out of line. So
Damn right.
yeah. This guy over here is just chasing the sheep in circles.
Yep.
Bam, motherfucker, bam!
Whole whopping, 4 investigation. He was just with you whenever you found him. So what do you do, Kilprax the first?
Well, shit. Just so none of these run off, I'm going to use my rope and use sleight of hand to tie them up.
I like it. Give it to me.
Oh. 15.
Oh, solid ropes they be. You gather them up, and they are grazing, and you just... Solid ass knots.
Okay.
And we'll say for purposes of, you're able to get all of them on one rope. 50 foot of rope, about 5 foot of space, so you're looking at 25 feet, give or take. All of them are bunched in. And you've got to use a little bit of it to get around their necks and whatnot and actually tie your knot. So
Yeah.
you've got just enough for a lead if need be.
Okay. Well, I will give the lead to him since he's probably stronger than I.
Probably not a bad plan.
Make
Give me a
sure
strength
they
check.
Don't get
Athletics.
in the way. Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Athletics check, 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong one. 16.
Oh, even better. I thought we were going the other direction.
No, I looked and, like, for some reason I saw acrobatics and it was A and my mind registered athletics.
All good?
I'm dyslexic.
I don't think that's how dyslexia works.
No, not really.
I got a South Louisiana education, okay? And
What'd you have?
I was born in Alabama, so.
Explains it all.
That explains it all.
No, not all of it, but most.
Alright, so 16. Sometimes they try to give you a little trouble, but yeah, you can rein them in line. Your half-orc strength is stout. And you keep them.
It's more than 5 sheep.
Yep. Yep.
At this
More than
time-
5 sheep power.
I'd assume with my passive perception, I'd notice that Kilprax 2
Oh yeah,
is gone.
yeah. At this point, you have noticed the Kilprax 2 is gone, but you have 5 sheep. What does thou do?
I'll ask him if he knows when Kilprax wandered.
Look at him. Kilprax wandered off?
Damn.
I figured he was doing his crazy crow shit looking for sheep.
Did I find any?
Sure, let's go ahead and give me actual percentage roll. So if you have your die at 100, great. If not, the 2d10s.
I do have die 100, but I'm not going to bother digging it out.
All right, so yeah,
38.
38. No. You thought you might have heard one. Or it could have been your mimicry was just too good. It's hard to tell. But you wandered off and
I wasn't banging for him.
oh, you weren't doing the bad.
Nah.
Took all that time to learn it. Didn't use it.
No, I used it for what I wanted to use it for.
Well, no, he probably heard mine. It was amplified.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
there
what
you
it
go.
was.
Yeah.
The way the wind caught perfectly.
Yeah, the way your bank account's set up, you know.
Exactly.
So yes, you
Well,
at some point realize you're lost.
I will.
Is there I know we're in like a open range like Northern Ireland type setting.
Yeah.
Is there any random trees around that are stout enough for a bird creature to climb?
Not really. I mean, you're out in the open areas. The woods are definitely back southeast of you.
No, I'm not expecting a forest here.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
One
It's
or
like,
two trees, one of them may be able type of situation.
I mean, this is pretty much like the windswept type plains where it's there's slight hills, but I mean it is.
Well, I'm gonna start walking towards the nearest hill. That's higher than the elevation I'm currently at.
Okay, you walk towards the nearest hill.
About what time is it?
You're probably a little afternoon. You guys got up in the morning, probably had a little bit of breakfast, and then made your way to the Shepherd. That might have been 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and you spent about 3 hours actually searching. So yeah, probably post 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Right at that time, 8 o'clock, and your internet takes a shit.
Did it?
Every time I use your internet, 8 o'clock, it takes a shit.
Damn.
Everyone's home now. Everyone's using it.
Oh yeah, you just said that. Like mine just stuttered, and it stuttered again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes ago, the number of drop frames on the whole hour and 20 minutes that the stream had been going was at 900. In the past 10 minutes, it's at 8,800 now.
Dropped frames.
Dropped frames. Yeah.
Jesus.
I actually just turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone, or connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm just connecting to my mobile because I got unlimited anyway. So.
That's how bad. I wonder how bad the audio is fucking up.
Connected to the Wi-Fi. Just connecting to my mobile because I got unlimited.
Fuck it, the audio's still good. I don't care.
Yeah. That's true. I unplugged my phone. I'm not using it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, as long as the audio's still good, I don't give two shits. It can stutter all the fuck at once.
Right. As I say, it's the audio anyways. It's important. It's just scrolling through. Although it is still fucking love the setup on that thing. Simple yet effective.
Yep.
I will.
That's what she said.
Be better once you get your digital map, because I could put that in there too.
Truth. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. That'd
Nice.
be legit. I'm going to do an investigation to see if I can start tracking this mofo. That is an unnatural 20.
To start tracking him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So are you bringing the sheep along for this tracking, or?
I mean, he's
I'm gonna
connected to
follow
the
him.
sheep right now, so.
I'm gonna follow him because I have a low intelligence. I'll get lost.
Okay. So yeah, you begin tracking with an unnatural 20. So you backtrack because you're not sure at what point he ended up wandering off, and good hour and a half or so goes by, and then you finally pick up where the separation began. Yeah, he'd been gone a while. So you pick up the trail and you start heading off straight eastward.
So how's that hill coming?
That hill is coming and you're climbing, so you were probably on a pretty good hill. Shit, roll a d4. 1 being north, 2 being, compass. North, east, south, west. Which way was it?
3.
East.
Nope, that would have been south.
Oh.
Yeah.
3. That's right.
Yeah, 3 south. So the hill was to your south.
Okay.
So you roam south, and you eventually get onto the top of the hill.
17 perception.
17. Okay. That's a pretty damn good perception, actually. So from the top of the hill, you do see a little ways off, but you see Kilprax and the half-orc. And it looks like he's dragging a couple of sheep behind him. A little hard to tell how many, because it all kind of looks like specks in the distance.
Do I see any of the white specks not attached to him?
Absolutely. You actually see it a little further southward.
Are they to my north or to my south?
They are kind of to the northwest of you.
Okay. So they're coming towards me. I see what probably is a sheep south of me. I'm going to wait.
Okay. He waits.
Give it a good bat.
How close are they?
Which one? Them or the sheep?
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably about, you would figure, an hour out from you.
So not within earshot.
Yeah. I mean, not crazy far, but I mean, they've got to go down a hill and up a hill a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to wait.
With my passive perception, would I see his blackness against this hill? I have 13 passive.
You are actively tracking, so sure, why not? We'll say you know the general direction that he headed off in, so every now and then, because of passive, you kind of keep glancing up and getting back, focus on your tracking, and eventually there will be a point where you can see the spot in the darkness, or his darkness against the bright blue of the day.
Okay. Then I'll make my way to the hill.
Again, I will follow.
Okay. Alright, so you all follow. And you eventually arrive.
Yay!
When they get to me, I'm going to bat and point at the sheep I saw.
Okay. He baz and points south.
Okay.
Did you find sheep in that direction? Is that what you're saying?
It's an 18 on the die.
I have a 10 in intelligence. Okay, I'm just standard.
So
I'm
21.
a basic bitch.
I'm sure it's in the sheep.
You see
10
the sheep.
is normal, average human.
You see it a little better than him. You do see that it's
So
walking slowly, but it
Yeah,
is
you're
continuing on south, and it probably about a good similar distance to from whenever you first saw him, about equal amount of distance between y'all.
Okay. I'll ask you if you have any rope.
show you the fishing line.
Can I borrow about 5 feet? I don't have to cut it. I just need about 5 feet.
Untied end from the arrow. Take out 5. Snip. And hand it to you. And then retie the end back to the arrow.
Okay. I'll sleight of hand, make a little knot on his waistband or something, and then hand the other end to him. That way you can't wander off again.
The first second I tug against him, I'm going chunk.
10.
Okay, it wasn't the greatest knot.
I didn't see him do it.
But apparently it's effective.
It's 18 athletics. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
It's fishing line, and I have a dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't see him do it, so.
Yeah, but the second what the fuck?
Okay.
She's salivating.
Yeah,
He has that effect on women.
I do.
Yes, he does.
Well,
Lenny's got that damn thing.
I've always got that damn thing. He was born with it.
It's not Maybelline. Yeah.
All right. I'll start making my way to the
Making
The other sheep.
To the other sheep. So yes. You make your way. And it's slow going. You know, it took you about another hour or so to catch up to Delay or Kilprex as you know him. And then you, knowing that it's probably about a good hour away out again, you start making your way. It takes a little longer than an hour because it is moving still away. But not as fast a pace as you guys are going, so about an hour and a half. And
When we
You
get
are-
within like 80 feet of it, I'm gonna draw my bow.
okay, you're within 80 feet.
I draw my bow and I aim at it.
No. We need it alive. Money.
Put my bow to the side, pull out a piece of wood or something, whatever the hell I got around me I can draw right on. He didn't say we had to bring them back alive.
Oh,
That's how he makes his money, though.
sweet baby Jesus.
I'm lawful neutral.
I'm willing to allow this to be a contest of wills.
I'm chaotic neutral, so I'm all for whatever.
What's your charisma?
Probably a lot. Oh no, I got a 0, so it's 10.
Well, by technicality, this would be your charisma versus his wisdom.
Mine or his?
Your charisma versus his wisdom.
And it's a persuasion, right?
Yes.
Now, is it wisdom save or just straight wisdom roll?
Just straight wisdom roll on this one.
Fuck it, shoot him.
How bad did you roll?
It's a 9.
Well, I mean, hey, it's just a hair under average. He has a chance to still fail pretty easily.
It's a 12, 13.
Oh. What do you do, buckaroo?
The arrow with the fish line?
Give me an attack roll. Is it above 10?
Oh yeah.
The sheep is facing away from you. It doesn't know you're there. Sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus. Guess we're eating sheep tonight.
Lamb chops on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu.
Refresh my memory because I don't feel like looking it up. How much damage is sneak attack?
Whatever your sneak attack.
1d6.
Yeah. Well, you're level
I'm level 3.
3. It's
Oh.
probably 2d6 at this point.
2d6.
Yeah.
It should be on your character sheet.
6. 5 plus
4.
5.
5. Jesus Christ. That would have been enough to kill anybody in your party at this point.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
22
it's
damage.
2d6.
Oh, I would have been at 1.
You would have been at 1.
How much damage?
22 damage.
22.
Jesus.
You would have dropped anybody in the party as a fucking sheep. Sheep's just walking, eats a little bit of grass. Meh. Stops, eats a little bit of grass.
Asshole, and,
And it just starts to walk a little bit more. And just, man! And falls over. And just straight chrome domes this thing on the backside of the brainstem. Just, man! Out.
Matt.
The goal is not to kill the sheep, guys.
I'm so bad I got the fish line.
I have a feeling this campaign is about to take a turn to evil. After all the shit we've been through.
I mean, if that's the natural progression of things, so be it.
So-
our group's gonna turn evil, and then we're gonna have to fight their group.
We're gonna have to throw
What's your alignment?
true neutral.
Chaotic neutral, true neutral.
Lawful neutral.
have a good name for us. We're Team Fuck It.
So I use the fishing line.
Go ahead and give me the athletics roll. I mean, it's definitely set in there. That fucking arrow is.
Should be a -1 because I think.
No, I
that's
grab the
strength.
fishing line and I start pulling it in.
Let me see if I can do it. So
I got an 18.
with a -1, it's a 16.
I got a helping of 18.
Kilprax, number 2, just starts reeling in his kill.
You need to put parentheses Kilprax next to your name.
Damn it. Kilprax number 2 is just reeling in his quarry slowly because it's not exactly a light kettle.
Just put it on my back when we go to the farmer, to the shepherd. We're going to give him the other 5 sheep like we couldn't find anymore. With them just sitting there on my back. No, that's not yours. We checked the brand.
So once it gets here, I'm gonna write on a piece of. So we eating right now or later?
I mean, at this point, it is pretty damn close to 5 o'clock in the evening.
Now's good.
Well, I'm probably the best at skinning at this point.
Because your knowledge of anatomy, you are not wrong.
So I'll start skinning.
Go ahead and give me a,
Straight dexterity or...
Go ahead and give me a survival.
I have cooking utensils.
Well, my straight dexterity is higher.
I was gonna say, but use dexterity as you don't have proficiency in it.
Not survival.
And okay, so yeah, go ahead and just give me straight dexterity.
Oh, while he's doing that, I make a fire
Okay,
and get the cooking utensils out.
easy enough.
I start
12.
12. Okay, it's a little awkward going because of all of the wool, so you're kind of like, you're gutting it, skinning it. It's not the prettiest skinning job ever, but hey, you got a sheep skin and wool. Rough cut, so if you all are aiming to keep.
And I look at you. All right, blanket.
Yep.
Take it.
You have now a skinned sheep. And you now have rough cut, bloody sheepskin and wool.
Well, I'll for
I'm
sure...
going to put a sheepskin blanket.
Done. Rough cut sheepskin blanket.
He can refine it later.
Yep.
There's always a possibility.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Did any of y'all see that coming?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
As soon as you tied the fish
Yeah.
line on. Yeah. I'm just glad we got 5 first.
Yeah, because I was going to do the first one I saw.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, I guess I'll start cutting off flanks and whatnot. I'll
Alright.
for sure cut out the heart.
Okay. So you cut out the heart. And you start cutting up chunks to put over the fire. And you boys grill up some lamb chops tonight. And it is,
Good tonight, boys.
yeah, I was gonna say, comparatively, pretty damn good meal.
Yeah.
Not bad.
To the shepherd.
Better than the
Fuck you.
the rations you all have had.
As far as the
recently.
shepherd's concerned, we found 5.
Yep.
I would kick your ass.
Hey, there's still another one out there. You know, we may come back with 6.
It's true.
I'm going to dig a hole with my hands and scoop the guts in there and bury it back up.
Okay. You, depending on how well of an athletics roll, it's either 10 minutes or an hour. Who cares? It's accomplished either way. Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, once all said and done, you're probably looking at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
How far away from the area are we?
Well, we headed south, so it's probably not too far.
Yeah, so you guys ended up going
Northeast.
northeast. You backtracked,
South.
went east, and then back south, southeast-ish, in that direction. So I mean, probably just a couple hours of heading west-ish.
Yeah, we're probably almost lined up with the 8-mile run.
Probably-ish.
So basically, if we walk till 11, we might see town.
Yeah.
Bug it, let's walk.
Might as well.
Pretty sure he'd be grateful enough to us to let us sleep in the stable, or at least in his house tonight, for finding the sheep.
Well, I know an empty house we could go to.
Yeah, sure. Back door's open.
Oh.
It's not wrong.
This time I don't have to duck and dodge anything to search that bitch.
Oh.
And I don't see no moral problems against it.
Chaotic neutral, so that's
I mean,
In
I'm
my
not
wheelhouse.
seeing any flaw in the way you all are thinking, because knowing your characters to this point, it doesn't seem like you're outside of character.
And then we can lock the sheep in one of the rooms so they don't get away at night.
So are you all heading back to the Shepherds, or are you heading towards the 8-mile run?
Did we ever find out where the shepherd lives?
Well, yeah, it's where you started the adventure from.
I thought we met him in the field.
He was in the field, but I mean, you saw the basically hovel. That's his house.
So while he's sleeping, bing, 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 on the door.
Okay. Yeah. So late as fuck in the night, moon high in the sky, you come back, banging on his door. Well, hello, boys. It's late. Where can I? Oh, you found some of them. 5. Did you not find the other 2?
No, we couldn't find him.
Deception.
Assistant roll. I'm just shaking my head no. That is a 10 to assist.
14.
What's your plus?
That's a -1.
Oh.
I have an 8 for charisma.
Oh,
You actually rolled really well.
all right. Old man's looking you up and down.
It's not pork chops.
No. No, this is just to see through the deception.
He has to roll a disadvantage because he's just been woken up.
That's not how this is working. Well, I don't know if I believe you, boy. But
I'm a trustworthy fellow. I've never done anything wrong in my life.
God damn it.
I'm not rolling to assist that.
yeah,
What's your AC?
16.
About to get a quarter staff to the back of the face.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
yeah, I don't know if I believe you, boy, but you brought back 5, so I'll compensate for the 5. One moment. And he goes back in. Let's see, how much does he give you guys? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. He ends up a total of 10 gold worth, but it's in a lot of silvers. This is probably 3 actual gold, and then he gives a hell of a lot of silvers. So, it's...
And I hand him the lead with the 5 sheep attached to it.
It's mighty kind of you boys, and next time, don't wake an old man up. It's late. And be gone with you! It's late!
All right.
And he walks around the outside of the homestead to a fenced-in area and goes and puts them in.
So you got some spending cash and we got a free meal.
Pretty much.
So
The first steps of an evil campaign. Lucrative at best. For a bunch of fucking sheep. You guys never disappoint.
Should have known you guys would have fucked that
So
shit up.
3 gold and about 70 silver.
No, 10 silver makes a gold. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Got you. With you on it. I thought you meant divvied up.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
So we each get 1 gold and
I'm good with just taking the 1 gold. Like I said, I got to eat.
So then you've got 2 gold and 70 silver to split up. So
35 silver each.
Sure.
yep. A gold and 35 silver apiece. There you go. Mark it down, boys. Congratulations. Your first successful actual quest.
Jesus, I don't know if I call that shit successful.
Bunch of fucking sheep.
They found sheep. I ate a sheep. It's successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 sevens found and, well, 1 made into a meal.
And a blanket.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like, the fuck? I heard that, and I was like, did that just like reverb?
We both went at the same time.
Yeah, well, the wind up on that sounded like the fucking hair dryer. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Alright, so, it's 11-ish clock at night. You all been paid? You've been fed? What do you do?
Well, we need to sleep, and we do know where there's an empty house that's open.
Yeah.
It's not that far off. Yep.
How's the weather?
Still pretty clear. I mean, maybe a little bit cloudy this evening compared to the day, but it's not like full-blown clouds. It's just there's some clouds in the sky.
That's an 18 on the die perception. Is it rain clouds or just...
So they're just early autumn style kind
No,
of
Citadel.
fluffies.
Citadel.
Citadel? Okay.
I'm going to the place where I can get a free bed. I'm all about cheap.
Okay.
I'm not paying to sleep on Citadel either, so...
Yeah. I don't
Truth.
have your ability to climb. Well, I do. I just...
Not like he does.
Yeah.
yeah, I jump up there. I don't climb.
Yeah, you know. He can't fly, but gives a bit of lift.
And I bounce. Ding, 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 ding.
I've made up my mind though. If by some chance Trey dies, I'm building a Kinku, and it's going to be a group of Kinkus walking around.
All right, so
You'll have to come up with a backstory to be able to talk as much as him though.
I'm not. Because I think it would be perfect to have him talking and me and you sitting on each side of him, mimicking him exactly.
Your eyes have to be a different color though.
What color yours?
Mine are red, his are black. Anyway,
oh, sweet Christmas. Okay.
you have to make a character and believe they're not going to die. Like
Yes.
Bosch.
Yes.
Okay.
The last standing.
Yeah.
Kinku druid. The animals taught me how to speak.
So which one of us is going to get in the face of the minions?
Yeah. This is a valid point with the
Yeah.
current party composition that seems to actually show up.
Right?
Oh. So, yes. Kill
Can
practice.
you imagine how bad his character would freak out if he ended up coming back as a Kenku? He'd be surrounded by the birds.
Mm-mm. So, Killfrax, what do you do?
I'd probably go back to the house, and I would probably search a room that I hadn't already searched.
Okay.
Before calling it a night.
Okay.
Oh.
So, you make it back to the Citadel, tried true where you've slept before. Not overly too difficult. You commence to getting a night's sleep. The two of you make your way towards the homestead, which actually isn't very far off. It's actually further for him to go to the Citadel. And are you going to try to go in the front or the back? The back. Naturally.
I'm gonna do some perception first to see
Okay.
if anybody's around. 19 on the dime. 22.
22. You don't see anybody around. You walk around to the back side of the home. The door does not look ajar anymore. It looks like it's been closed and half-assed. Like it's been jerry-rigged to stay closed. Looks like it's still broken. Doesn't look like it's actually been fixed. But it's at least been closed.
Interesting.
Yes. Kicking in the door again?
I'm gonna knock.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him knock. I really don't want to fight a cleric right now.
Oh.
The chaotic one's the one knocking.
I know, right? I was not prepared for this. Okay, 19. So, you knock, and you hear a little bit of shuffling, especially with the 19 perception, and you hear a little bit of grumbling. Sounds like maybe a little bit of metal scraping on wood, kind of an awkward sound. Okay. Move me out the way. I see how it is, woman.
Bitch. Don't know where the fuck you thought I was going.
I didn't know where the fuck you was going.
Back to my spot, bitch. It's my couch.
So you go and you knock. You hear the shuffling, the movement, the wood scraping on metal, and it sounds like 2, maybe 3 sets of steps coming to the door. You hear a mild cuss as the door's kind of jimmied a little bit, and then it finally opens, and you see a slightly older Veldelkin who is wearing some of the whites, very simple outfit, and looks tired as fuck. But you only see the one.
I will say in whoever's voice, Professor! Or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, Professor Viva. Yes. What can I do for you? Aren't you a strange one?
My name is Killfrax. Been searching for you.
A lot of you were looking for me. Okay, you found me? It's late. What do you want?
I will first give him a hug. Always nice.
Hi. Whenever you do that, you actually get close enough and you see kind of the shadow of what looks like a hound behind him.
Oh, the metal hound thingies, yeah.
Good thing you didn't break open the door, huh?
I mean, it could have been interesting.
And that's a word for
You would have
it.
got your face eaten by a hound.
I'll say, I'm glad you're safe. We'll come back in the morning.
Oh, okay. That sounds lovely. Lovely. Good night. And he just shuts the door And you hear some jimmying again as he tries to set the door. Weird folks. Am I dreaming? And then you hear him go, ow. No, I'm awake. And shuffling back onto the room.
He just pinched himself. That's great. Okay.
Well, he just got hurt and hugged by a big fucking crow, so.
Well, I mean, I'm glad he's safe. We thought he was killed by a dragon.
Really surprised you didn't ask if he didn't die to the dragon.
I was just being quiet because I didn't know what was inside.
Okay.
He's just probably sitting there going, man, I was gonna sleep in a bed tonight too. Fuck.
Still thinking about going back and asking for a bed to stay in.
Well, I will go by the tree that is next to his house,
Yes.
and I'll set up my bedroll under the tree.
I'm
Okay.
gonna do the same.
Alright, so the two of you go and lay out a bedroll next to the tree that's away from his house, but easy enough to find nonetheless.
I thought it was right next to his house.
I mean, it's like 80, 90 feet, so it's not far. It's within the vicinity of the homestead.
I thought it was close from that, but anyway.
No, got to pee. Go ahead. Go pay.
Really glad I didn't kick that door.
Me too.
Hey man, I was all ready to let it happen.
Oh, I know.
I'm picking up my dice, getting ready to go. He goes,
Hey,
fuck."
wait. This would have been the first melee encounter since I met y'all asses that I wouldn't have been dying in.
Yeah? I mean, by technicality, you probably wouldn't have been far off, but it would have been a matter of the fucks you would have given and been like,
They deserved it.
yep.
Dumb fucking orc.
I'm still lawful neutral. I went to where I knew I could go sleep for free.
My character's about to shift and start becoming chaotic neutral. Because while fuck's given is 0, most of the time they're in the negatives.
If you were chaotic, you would have kicked that fucking door in.
Yep. And the only reason I didn't let you is because my backstory. I'm not trying to die yet.
Yeah, he's got history with doors and necromancers.
And ending the character.
I mean, he could have rezzed me.
Not yet.
We would have been a Kinku trio a lot sooner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll make a Kinku paladin.
Oh yeah. Paragon lawful good. It's just what
Nope.
our group needs.
Nope. Oathbreaker.
All right.
Is the way this group is going.
We sleeps.
He sleeps. He wakes. Mornings happen.
Mornings.
Mornings happen.
Morning goes. I'm still asleep.
It was late.
Plus, full belly.
Oh, yeah. You had a full belly and you walked on it? Yeah. Well, that's something good fuck. Make me tired thinking about it.
Right? All right. Well, at waking, I'll go to the front door
To the front door.
and knock.
I'm with him.
Okay. Oh, so you go to the front door and you knock. Well, good morning. Oh. You again. Okay, I wasn't dreaming. Didn't think so, but you know, you're sure of these things. It has some crazy mushrooms. So what can I do for you?
I've been told you're the smartest guy around, and I want to learn some of your knowledge.
Well, you'd be right. Yes. Yes, the plebs around here. They don't give no forethought to the knowledge that is even at their own disposal. Dumbasses. Well, come in! Yeah. I don't know if I got your name last night. It is late. I'm Professor Velo. You call me Professor or Velo or...
I'm
I don't
Kilbrax.
rightly- Oh, Kilbrax.
I'm Drake.
Hi, I don't remember you. Were you there last night?
Just say
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was sleepy. And this one hugged me. You did hug me, right?
I did. I was so glad you're alive.
Yes, it's good to be alive. Yes, I rather enjoy it.
I heard stories you were killed by a dragon. I'm glad they were untrue.
Oh no, she's quite nice actually. I like her.
Oh, well. She almost killed some of our party, so I don't think she likes us.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
Does she have a name?
Well, I mean, she goes by a few, but I'm not at liberty to discuss because, well, she likes her privacy. So, unless you prove your worth to her and, well, have an affinity for mushrooms, really, I advise not going and tempting fate. Dragons be lethal, they be.
We know.
Especially one as big as her. She's a mite touchy. Especially in the mornings. Oof. Don't wake her up.
Oh, we know.
Ah, yes. Well, at least you lived to tell the tale. It doesn't sound like there was probably much of one. You probably ran like little bitches.
Do you know what burnt Kinku smells like?
Well, I assume terrible by your demeanor.
Very much so.
Kinku. I've heard this word before.
I point to Kilprex. That's a Kinku.
Ah! Bird folk. Yes. I was thinking he was a black Aarakocra. Oh, you definitely don't see those around these parts. I don't even know if they are black. I was curious. Kinku, yes. Cursed folk they be.
That's me.
And hi, yes. He's enthusiastic, he is. Yes, I
He
like his spirit.
He likes books.
Well, I mean, I carry a few of those, many a scroll, and unfortunately, it looks like somebody may have went through my things. There's some seedy folk in the town, I've heard. I never knew who's coming in and coming out, but thankfully they didn't take much in the way. I mean, they took paper. I don't know what they would do with it. Probably some youngins looking to smoke something.
That's horrible.
Yes, I just see you're real torn up about that. And a couple of potions, and
I don't know shit about these. I am legit, that's horrible.
like you're real torn up about it, especially the paper part. Like, oh, that's horrible.
No, it's horrible because they found shit and I didn't.
So no deception needed. It is truth in his eyes. The motherfuckers. He thinking he did all the work breaking in, and someone else came behind him and stole the goods. But yes, I mean, they didn't take none of my tools, equipment. Like I say, a couple of potions and some paper, and it's odd. I don't know who would have been after that, but oh well. All's well and life goes on, and I'll fix the door eventually. It'll have to beef up security. As he pats the hound walking by. So yes, come in. What knowledge do you wish to glean?
Any knowledge you can give me. And then I'll make a beeline for the dog and start petting it and looking at its ness.
Alright. Well, I mean, it is a mechanical-esque style hound, made of wood and metal moving parts combined. Well, yes, they're my faithful Jolt. I've made him over and over and over again. I can give him different shapes and accoutrements, depending on what I need him for. Right now, I have him in his more slender version. Moves faster that way. Wicked Bite, yes. Yes, Wicked Bite. And it just kind of gets into like you would expect a growl to come from it, but there's nothing. It's just like fierce. Arr. Good jolt, yes.
I was expecting like mechanical vampire dog smile, you know.
No, I mean it doesn't even have lips. Like you see the teeth.
Yeah, I mean the Blade movies, the way the dog, that little fucking.
That's what I'm saying. It's
opens
like
his mouth.
you got to kind of think more along like Zoid or something, or Zords. Yeah, Zoids was the show. Zords are Power Rangers.
Yes.
So yeah, Zoids, where it's just there's no lips. It's just the teeth are there. Kind of like an iron trap. So.
He used a bear trap in his mouth, didn't he?
There may have been some inklings of one, yes. But yes. Well, and I mean, I don't know how much time you have, but Sonny, I can teach you more than a thing or two. I've taught most in this town. Most trades are done with simple uses of magics and cantrips. Everything from the baker who seasons his delicacies with a prestidigitation meant for spicing, and all the way to our woodworkers and our stone carvers. Everyone in this town uses a little bit of magic. We're not exactly a hardy folk, you know. He lifts his arm like, not like we're built like that one. You know, we gotta find a way to do what we do. And I'm the one that learns them. Dumbasses.
Well, while he's talking, I'll pull out my my orb
Mm-hmm.
and one sheet of paper and one of my writing utensils, and I will start drawing the hound.
Okay.
What did we have that? That was just a dexterity plus?
Yeah. Dex.
Okay. So that's going to be a 12.
Okay. I mean, it looks like the shape of a hound. And it's better than a grade schooler's, but not quite on the level of a proficient high schooler. So somewhere a little less than that. You know, it's decent. You can tell what it's meant to be.
Good enough.
Yeah.
And I will tell him that we have at least 2 days. So I'll learn whatever he can teach me.
Well, what would you like to learn? I mean, I know a lot.
I like spells and general knowledge.
Well,
I'd like to learn how to do some crafting.
what kind of crafting?
Oh, you know, be able to tan hides, turn wool to thread, make blankets, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly a tradesmith of my own, but I'm sure with a little bit of magic, it's quite possible. I don't know if we have a tanner in town. Most.
Put my hand up. I don't do magic.
Well, then, I'm sorry, Sonny. Things would be a little difficult for you then in here.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles for me.
If you say so. I mean, I'm what is called an artificer, so yeah, I primarily work in trade of magic. So, yeah.
They found me knocked out. I had no idea who you were. I'm just here because I got nowhere else to go.
That's unfortunate, son. A man without a home, that's sad. It's so very sad. And, you're not looking to sleep here, are you? I don't do that kind of thing.
No, we've got a place.
Okay, good. I just,
Yeah, I never had much of a home anyway.
okay.
Mom
okay,
worked at a
good.
brothel. Dad went for cigarettes and milk. Never came back.
Oh, I've heard tales of that. That's unfortunate. And, I hear that's pretty common amongst the old kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
So midday rolls around, I'll get up and I'll go to that house looking for them.
Comes in. Yeah. Announces, oh, glad you got to kick in the door. No.
So
He wasn't there for that.
I wasn't there for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have went to the front door anyway.
Nah. But yes.
I go to the front door, I'm gonna knock.
Okay. I mean, that'd probably be after about an hour or two. So, as far as like spells and whatnot, he can offer up the potential to teach.
What weapons do you have currently?
2 spears that are broken to make them wieldable. To make them like spears.
So they're not. Are they javelin style spears at this point?
No, they're just. I broke them off about this far down from the point.
Okay, so you have short swords that are only pointy at the tip.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. So he has a short list. Well, I mean, and he goes on about the cantrips and whatnot. So if you wish to potentially learn any more of those, and I know a few other spells, nothing of great use, but I mean, if any of them should pique your interest, I could possibly teach you, depending on how quick of a student you are, you might be able to acquire the skill to cast at least one in the next 2 days. And so he'll list off Cure Wounds, Expeditious Retreat, Grease, Heroism, Identify, Branding Smite, Heat Metal, Invisibility, Levitate, and Warding Bond. So,
Okay.
any of those that are available for your class to learn, he can potentially teach you. You'll have a higher chance of actually acquiring a full first level one. The second level ones will have a higher difficulty.
Right. Okay.
So, is there one that you would like?
There's a couple I heard that I would like.
Well, like I said, in a 2-day span, there is the potential to learn one of those.
Let's see. Probably Identify as one
Okay.
potential. Levitate would be another potential. I don't see. I don't think the other one that I heard. I don't think is a wizard.
Which one?
Um, You have the list right there?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Invisibility would probably be the other one.
Okay. So which of the three do you want to try and attempt to learn?
Identify would come in handy.
That it would.
Sneak attack on the sheep.
What's that?
Sneak attack on the sheep.
You're just reminiscing of the first steps in your truly evil journeys.
Right. Damn. All three of those being legit. Yeah, let's go with identify first. Why not?
Okay. So go ahead and give me an intelligence roll.
Straight intelligence. 19.
Oh shit. Yeah, DC was 10
Oh.
for our first level. So yeah, we'll actually say for purposes of you can actually learn that in the first day.
Sweet.
A 19, that's pretty fucking high. So we'll say you have began your journey in learning identify. It will cost you the gold's worth of the paper and ink that you did acquire from said professor.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed off that somebody found some shit.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't know anything about his paper.
I know you don't
on
know
it.
shit about it. It's not like he said anything to anybody.
Just pissed off trying to figure out what the fuck will happen.
Yep.
Somebody finds some shit.
And then we'll say while you're on the early stages of him teaching you how to cast identify and, you know, the uses and whatnot of it, and there will be a new knock at the door. Well, Orcast, this is a busy day. And he opens the door. The fuck?
I give him a look like, oh, you're alive. But of course I don't say anything. But that's the look that Delay gives. Oh.
And he kind of starts to slowly shut the door and turns back and looks at you.
I look at him and said, I did say they found me.
They? I just thought you were a dumbass.
That too.
Well, at least one can admit his own shortcomings. That's you should really do something about that.
Okay, but would you
Hi.
rather have a dumbass on your side to charge into battle in front of you while you can run away? Or somebody smart enough to run the fuck away?
Well, I mean, if I need to run, I feel like I'm probably dumb to begin with, but, I mean, cannon fodder is useful.
And Delay just starts cackling.
Well, that's not ominous at all. Well, welcome to my abode. Go.
I wave at him. I pull out my little chalkboard. I'm going hunting, and I show it to you. And if Kelprasta looks.
Okay.
I'll join in case you need someone to carry shit.
Okay. Well, have fun. And you guys go out the door and begin hunting, and he just gonna go 60 years without seeing one of these fucking things, and see two in the same day. Well, yeah, it's a strange world. Strange world. Huh?
Really wish I had a kinker now because this would have been so much better.
Well, two at the doorstep at one time.
As soon as we get outside the house and the door shuts, I'm going to take the... He's alive?
Apparently.
Where did y'all sleep?
Under the tree.
And I start walking opposite where the fuck the forest is.
That'll be to the east.
I'm going hunting in the east.
The West.
West, whatever the fuck we're going.
So you head out west, young Fifo. Fido?
Bible.
Fifo, that's it. Damn, I haven't watched that in a long time.
It just dinged what we're
I
talking about.
know, right?
Fievel.
Bruh. That was like 26 years ago, 27 years ago was whenever I watched it.
Heroes.
Oh my god, I'm so old. I love it.
I actually watched that movie last year.
No shit.
What's the name of it?
Who were you sleeping with, and was it with the child that you watched it?
No, I just found it on Netflix.
No shit, that's on Netflix?
It was at the time.
Go Netflix, bro. I'm
Uh,
telling you. You never go to Netflix looking for something, you just find things.
Something America. I forget what the name was.
Yeah.
An American Tail.
There you go.
That's it. God damn, that's a long time
Hey,
ago.
I found The Rescuers.
I have seen that, but
It's been like 20 years since I've seen the rest of it.
since I've actually seen it, yes. But I mean, like, I came across it. I saw it in it was either Netflix or Hulu or something like that. So I was like, oh, look at that. But yeah,
Snappers these days don't know nothing
I
about
know, right?
I take my trouble. First thing we kill is dinner. Second thing we sell them.
Awesome.
All right. So we'll get to that in just a moment. So while they head out to go hunting, you will continue on learning the ways of the Identify. You said general knowledge. Was there something in particular you were seeking to glean from him? You know, are you seeking to hear lore? Are you
Crafting?
Huh?
seeking?
Is Delay any good at crafting?
I mean, I would definitely, at this point, knowing that there is a legend of Kinku, see if he knows it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I will definitely go into that in a moment. Is there anything else that you're looking to glean while?
I mean, I know he travels. I'll see if he travels outside of the Beltelkin area.
Okay.
If he does, I'll ask about maps, obviously.
Okay.
Would it be a survival role to craft something?
I mean, it depends on what you're attempting to
Because if
craft.
we can come across some branches and stuff, try to get you to make me a bow and arrow, so I can help.
Well, that would be true fletching and whatnot. Like, that would be an actual skill with a kit. Yeah, there
I
actually
can cook
is
your
a-
food. That's as far as the kits are concerned.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, fuck it.
Yeah, archer, like, there actually is a fletching kit that's in the game for purchase, which you can potentially get proficiency with and do that where you can
It's
actually
probably
craft.
quicker to buy a bow for you at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright. So, go ahead and give me a survival for your hunting.
$17 plus 5.
17 plus 5. Okay. We will definitely say you are fairly successful in your hunt. Are you looking for small game, small birds?
Small to medium game.
Okay.
I imagine I'm not going to find nothing big out here, but you know.
Yeah, probably nothing too crazy, but on the plains.
Fox, rabbit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'd consider a fox and rabbit to be small game.
yeah, and that's what I was saying. Is like that would be the
Fox is actually
small.
considered mid-game.
Really?
Fox is considered medium game
That's not a lot of meat on the fox.
because deer's big game.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking like medium would be a hog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's more what I was thinking too.
Well, depends on where you're going for
I look at small
Yeah.
game as
Yeah.
I was gonna say there are some big ass fucking boar out there, and we're not talking like dire or anything here.
like I look at small game as like birds, rabbits, squirrels,
Yeah.
fowls, stuff like that. That's all under small game.
Oh shit! I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, we'll sell a fox skin if we see a fox.
Yeah. Get some rabbits.
No, but while we're walking, I hand you my rapier just in case.
Awesome.
I'd rather you be using that instead of the fucking pointy sticks.
I can't dual wield with it, but I'll just rock it.
It's better than the pointy stick.
Yeah, it's a D8 instead of a D6.
No, rapier's light.
Yeah, rapier is a light weapon.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Just finesse.
Pretty sure it's light.
No, I'm thinking he's right. It's a finesse weapon.
Melee, piercing, finesse.
Really?
Scimitars are like,
Yep. But they're also a D6 as well.
yeah.
The rapier is a D8 though.
See,
Yeah.
I would see a rapier more as light,
I thought too, yeah.
and
I would
a
too.
scimitar would be more not.
And that's why it threw me off when one of my other groups I was playing with, guy was dual wielding scimitars. I'm like, scimitars aren't light weapons. He's like, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is a rapier a heavy weapon and a scimitar?
Well, it's not considered a heavy weapon. It's just a standard.
It doesn't.
Wait.
How does scimitar have the light feature and rapier doesn't?
Well, because by actual old school scimitars, like most scimitars, are only about yay big. And the metal that they're made out of is super, super thin. They are actually an agile weapon
Yeah,
by
it's
old
because
school, like Persian combat standards and whatnot. Yeah.
They're
The-
built that way because of the curve. Their speed because of the curve. And it's the same thing with the cavalry saber.
Yeah. Like
The curve is actually what makes them deadly
yeah. Yeah. And
because
those
it
are
provides
look at
constant
that.
contact.
Oh, I know. I've held rapiers. Trav had one.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like,
Well, actually, rapiers are pretty heavy around the actual handle because they put a lot into the guards and whatnot.
right, but
That's
even
where all
still-
of the weight is on the back end. The blade itself is extremely light, but the hilt and
What
everything.
if I go buy a foil? Okay, it's a rapier, but we'll call it a foil, and it doesn't have the heavy guard. Because a foil literally just has
you've got like 1 gold and 30 silver, so let's just.
I can rob somebody on the road.
Oh,
Well, let's find out what my 17 plus 5 found us first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll say 1d4 foxes and 1d4 rabbits.
Alright, so we're eating rabbit and selling fox.
There you go.
you can sell
I
the
rolled a 3 on one of them.
the rabbit pelts too.
I'll let his roll be the foxes, and I'll be the rabbits.
I don't know.
4.
All right.
That's what I rolled my second one for. You want to swap that out?
Nah, I already said it, so.
No, that's fine. So yeah, I mean, it takes you time.
I ate a rabbit, you eat 2 rabbits, you got a rabbit for kill price.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking
It
Yeah.
definitely takes some time, but
And then
you
I'm
acquire it.
skin the foxes for their pelts.
Excellent. So go ahead and give me the survival on the skinning of the pelts to see what kind of quality we end up with here.
I'm going to assist.
Natural 20.
Well, you tell me how good this fucking goes.
Unnatural 20 for me. Hey, what's up?
No stains on the fur,
I am in
Perfect
Resort
pelts.
Time Dungeons and
and
Dragons.
beef jerky to let go of.
I'm okay with that. So go ahead and mark down that you have 4 pristine fox pelts. And you ate rabbit. Congratulations.
And made fox jerky.
And made fox jerky. Put down fox jerky as well. Nat 20. You tell the tale on it.
right?
Alright. So back to lore of the Kinkus and I forgot what the other one was. Shit, that's where I'm hung.
If he travels,
Okay.
Oh, if he travels. Okay. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
keep your gun accessible in case somebody tries to break in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grab that shit.
Yeah. Take the safety off.
keep that thing on you.
And don't stop pulling the trigger till it go click.
Okay.
And while he's telling story, does he have like a?
Right. My friend heard a strange noise outside of her house. So I'm like, grab your gun. She's like, it's in my car. Why?
For
The
real?
fuck good is it doing there?
Can you plug that in for me?
Where are we plugging you in?
Don't you have a power back?
And I can just give you the power pack.
That works. I thought you were using it over there.
Nope.
USB-C cable if you got one.
I do.
25%.
Yeah, while he's telling the stories, I'm gonna cook up that lamb heart.
Okay. So yeah, you spend a couple hours and he's gone over the intricacies and usefulness of Identify, which you're picking up. I ain't just Johnny on the spot. You're showing a great affinity for it, and it kind of gets to the point where it's a little getting into the afternoon, and it's lunchtime, and you've decided, okay, now it's time to tell stories or ask him his questions, and you begin cooking the heart of lamb. Well, that's not something you see every day, but I don't know the diet of a bird anyways. So yes, the tale of the cursed birds. Well, it's been a while since I've heard the tale itself. It's not one you go back and read over and over and over because, well, it doesn't usually pertain to the great lands here in the now, but I did hear once that there was a flock that used to be in the lands in the southern regions, and well, the tale goes is that actually they were hunted down and killed by a demon. They say. I don't know much about it. You know, the details are a little fuzzy, but you know, it's supposedly one of the demon lords saw fit to try to acquire the cursed souls of these creatures. For what gains, I don't know, but you know, probably about 1,000 years ago or more. Some say that the Kenku are actually, the Kenku as you call them, you know, a little fuzzy in my old age. I couldn't quite remember that detail. The word sounds familiar, so I'll agree with it. Yes, that's the way we'll go with it. But yes, supposedly, the Kenku were once gnomes, actually, out of Great Enkai. Well, as many know, and ever since they've acquired the actual knowledge of eternal life, and the everlasting court has come into power, and they have forsaken their own gods, well, the gnomes never did. The gnomes always stood fast. And well, they've been persecuted for that, and you know they're I guess you would say they're the chaos to the elves' law, and they are tricky, and you know, there was a specific clan of them who said was particularly a thorn in the side of the first Lord Elroy here of Enkai. He was not particularly a very fond friend of theirs, and they sought to torment him quite extensively, and he sought out their location, and actually it led to, maybe some 600 years ago or so, it ended up being what was the rise of one of the last known of the 9 lords of the everlasting court. The great Mistress Shadar. She found a way to hide the gnomes, for she was one known as the Matron of Ravens herself. They may have played a part in her discovering of the ways of the eternal life on her own. Once again, details are fuzzy. She doesn't exactly let the knowledge be common, but those of us, yes, we have a way of finding out these things, yes. And so the lore goes is that she would use these gnomes in a manner of tricking and, you know, distractions while she was seeking out the knowledge she needed to acquire her own eternal life. Well, they were caught, and whenever they were, well, I say caught, they were not captured, they were found out, and she ended up using her magics to transformed them into the very beast that, well, as you are. I would say these were your ancestors. You know, I hear that the lives were significantly diminished in the doing so. Gnomes tend to live a couple hundred years, where Kinku, maybe a tenth of that, if maybe not barely a little more. I've never met one of you to be for certain. But yes, that was their gift from her, and well, I mean, it makes sense because she is the matron of ravens.
I just saw the title. D&D 30% sneak attack on sheep.
Excellent. Well, yes, that was her gift, and it gave them the very, very edge they needed to hide and avoid the execution that occurred at that time. And, well, upon her actual rising to, well, her eternal life, you know, that they like to keep it very hush-hush, but the way they say to actually get onto the everlasting court is actually to have the court seeks out to kill you, and then they're given a time to try and stop your resurrection, and then if you come back, apparently the cycle repeats 3 times, and well, apparently these Kinku, as you call them, aided in her avoiding of her soul being caught. I hear there's something that they bind their souls to. I'm not quite privy to it. I know that word has is it might be called a phylactery or something like that. But the Kinku aided in it, and she was able to pass the tests of the 3 trials and was elevated to her place in the everlasting court. And there you have it. That is the origin of the Kinku themselves. It's been a long time since an actual new race had been created, so she's actually been held in high esteem amongst those who supposedly know what she did. This has infuriated Lord Elro here himself once he discovered, but she had already risen to her position, and, well, the resources at your disposal once you make it to the court are, well, quite vast, so they may butt heads, but he understands that her position is one of power now and does not overstep. Now, if there was, any potential bargaining of Lord Elro here and this demon that exterminated at least the small flock that came to Nana many, many, many years ago, that I cannot speak on. But apparently the Kinku, well, I mean, as birds do, they fly off. So there's probably still a small sect of them that's still on Inkai, but I feel that that's probably not a safe place for them. So, Nana, Shamash, I hear maybe some of them may have went to the new lands that were recently discovered in Felinor. I would like to still call them Lil because they have a sense of entitlement, but, why not? I mean, I would see that there might be some appeal in her Sanguine, the mountains itself. I don't know if you folk like the higher places, but I don't know. I never really gave it much thought. Never thought I'd meet one. Sorry, that's about the extent of my knowledge of your kind.
With that, I'm sure I've had time to cook up the heart.
Yes.
I will.
But do we have made it back in?
Oh no, you got it. I mean, especially hunting for 4 rabbits and 3 foxes. It probably took y'all well into the evening before all that's said and done.
Yeah.
And you all took the time to eat and whatnot, and you skinned them and whatnot. Like, yeah, I'd say.
Well, I didn't skin one of the rabbits. I'm handing it to General Raw.
Well, yeah, I figured that much with the rabbit. I was talking about the foxes, especially for doing it pristinely. Like, you probably can end up making it back around night time as the sun's actually truly going down. But you spent the day doing the hunt.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you would have had to travel out a couple hours. you probably didn't find all of them together, so it was just over the course, finding and tracking and whatnot. So, but yes.
Okay.
So yes, what were you saying? You cooked the heart and
Yeah, I split it in half and offer him half.
I think I'm good. I don't. That's not much my speed, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I like meat, but I like more your typicals. The actual meat on the bone. It just seems a little odd, but I'm not judging. It's if this is the King Coop diet, then who am I to judge?
I try to persuade him, tell him it's disrespectful to turn him down. You know that's not a bunch of culture.
No, I'll say, where I'm from, we believe that the power comes from the heart. So, to gain the power, we eat the heart. I'll start snacking on mine.
Well, I mean, if you think there was a lot of power in whatever came from that, I don't think there was much, because otherwise it wouldn't have given up its heart so easily. But, I mean,
You have no idea how little that sheep meat is coming.
you are absolutely correct in that.
Yeah. I was gonna hold it while you cover yourself, but okay, whatever.
She won't even let you be nice. You see
I
that?
know, right?
Yeah. Try living with a woman.
I'm a joy to live with.
So as the late in the day
It
gets
has its
around,
perks.
Like that.
Huh?
as the late in the day gets
I did
around,
bring you
as
a
he's
cookie.
well, I'm going to that old man's house anyway. But
Sure.
is Kilbrack still there when I get there?
Oh, yeah, I have no doubt that
Oh yeah.
Kilprax is making sure to take up as much time as possible.
He'll most likely have to kick me out.
Okay, so I'm knocking on the door.
Oh, look at that. The sun's gone down. Who's coming? Why do people like to come at night? He opens the door. Are you the same one from before, or are you another?
I
Pop my head around the
I just
door.
nod
Yep.
my head yes.
This isn't an answer if you were the same or another.
I pop my head around the door. Yep.
And I
Both of you are saying yes. Is this the same one or not?
Is the idiot here?
I verbalize Kilprax loud enough for him to hear me.
Okay, yes, that's his name.
Do you look up is the question.
Yeah.
I hold up the rabbit and go, eh?
Yeah.
Eh?
I'll take it.
You take the rabbits.
And I wave at the old man and leave.
But he's not a talkative one, is he? They
No.
don't like him.
I'll wave by and follow. Kill Frax too.
Yeah, I think I like the bird more than the dumbass, but I mean,
I'm just saying.
There's a new dynamic. Someone likes me more than you.
Right? But here's my thing. He's calling me the dumbass, but when he asked if you're the same one and you said yes, he goes,
no. He asked, "Are you the same one, or are you a different one?" And he said yes. And then you poked your head and went, "Yep." So he's just like,
but seeing me,
he asked the question. Well, how does that answer the question? Because he asked it
I didn't
this
hear
or
the second part.
that.
I honestly didn't hear that second part.
Exactly. So he's just like,
That's a weird combo.
what?
I was eating ice cream and then he blew that in my face and I was like, that's not vanilla.
So it's late in the day. I'm going to go hopscotch back up at the top of the Citadel.
Okay.
We're gonna go sell the foxes.
It's
It's
nighttime.
nighttime.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going back to my tree.
Oh.
I cover up with my bloody sheet blanket.
All right, so you spent a good time studying again, and now you've got the rabbit. So you both commence to taking care of the rabbit to enjoy probably a good little hearty stew because he's definitely got the ingredients. He's like, oh, I can do something with this, and actually now you can have the heart of it, and I'll enjoy this proper. He's getting a bunch of turnips and potatoes, and he's getting a bunch of little greens for spicing and whatnot. So it's gonna be a stew. It's gonna be a stew. Then he sets about.
Sweet.
So then the next set of stories, which you were asking about the traveling. Well, yes, I would say I've done a fair bit of traveling. Especially in my younger years, I was known as quite the battlesmith there is. Yes, sought out adventure, had a quest or two, I would dare say, and I've covered much of the Valdas territory, and I've been a little bit into the Draconir and some of the Zarin. I don't typically go. I'm not gonna say typically. I just haven't went to the Yonkin territory. They don't go very far into the Draconir. They're big folk, but they're not much one for words. They make hella good adamantine weapons and armor, though. I will give them that. They're stout. They swing hammers far better than any of us. The Zarin territory, though, they lace their weapons in silver. It's quite a sight to behold. Quite beautiful craftsmanship. But typically once every 4 years, we go for the days of long renewal, and we go to the celebration that happens there, and which your characters would know that the calendar is divided into 13 months of 28 days, which means 364 days, with the day of renewal being the 365th. Every 4th year is considered the long renewal, so it's 2 days. That's your leap years. Simply, that's what he's referencing towards. And yes, there's quite a spectacle of games in the great city of Inditro. I tell you, they'll do contests that each of the territories will design. Typically, those of the Valdas are more of riddles and mind challenges, and well, naturally, the Draconir will do their challenges of feats of strength, and and the Gith, those of the Yonkin and the Zarin territories. They'll do varying degrees of one or the other. We usually have a bit of chance in at least some of them, but most cater things to those they'll win themselves. It's meant to be a spectacle and sport, and it's a good time. And two of my friends, kindred spirits of mine, they will make their way here, and we'll meet once every 4 and discuss the tales and things we've seen and heard, and I look forward to it. It's not this day of renewal this year, but next year will be the long renewal, so more than just a year. I look forward to it. I hope my old man ass gets to make it. But yes, so adventure, I've been to near all parts of the Valdas territory. Is there anything in particular you seek, like to know?
Do you have any maps of these outskirted areas?
Maps. I may have had at one point or another. I've provided the maps. I know of the Valdas territory. I'm the one that mapped out it pretty well. It's at the Citadel, and they do make copies of it from time to time. They probably charge you a little bit, but my map is pretty good. But no, I can't say I really have maps of the other territories. I know I probably sold them off whenever I went to Indigo. That seems about right. It was probably a long time ago I did that. Indigo wasn't always there. Indigo rose up, a woman 500 years ago, give or take. She came to these lands, and she inspired quite the following amongst the people in each of the territories. She would go to the capitals, and no one really understands what she was looking for, but she inspired the ways of those that call themselves the Paradigm now, that actually built up Indigo. and is probably the only true hub of residents of the four territories go to, and for the most part, the peace is kept. They keep a monastery of the four walls on around the city. There's probably, I'd say probably four. I don't know how many. It's been a while since I've seen actually went to one of the monasteries, but there's also one of the monasteries outside each of the capital cities. I've been to the Pawnee Monastery a fair handful of times. It's been a few years. I mean, it's a solid 6-week journey on foot from here, so my old bones can't do that much anymore, but, you know, that was your question. Sorry, I ramble from time to time. You get an old man to talk, what do you expect?
Oh, that's okay. I love the knowledge.
Oh, well, excellent. I like a thirsty mind. I like it a lot. It's not, I don't see that come through here very often. It's mostly the tradesmen and the mercs that they hire. It's just rather dreadful. Let's just put it that way. It's dreadful. I don't care to talk to many of them. Some of them might have a good yarn to spin, but it's always they've accomplished this or accomplished that, but you know, they really don't have anything to show for it. So, why am I to believe them? Lying-ass bastards. Con artists, crooks, all of them. They kind of look like your friend with the other bird. Dumbasses.
Understood.
Many of them look like him, too. I've probably seen him before.
I'll see if there's any books he'll let me borrow.
Oh, well, I might have something here or there. I mean, are you talking to borrow for like this evening, or maybe like a short-term loan? Like, I mean, I don't know how long you plan on staying in town.
For right now, I'll definitely be here tomorrow, so something for this evening. It's
well,
getting late. I'm sure you want to get your shut-eye.
Well, yes, an old man like me, yes, I typically like to lay down early and rise early, you know, the whole worm, and I guess that it probably means it's a little different. You being a bird, like the adage is it probably tasteless around you, but you know it still stands there. The bird gets the worm, and you know I'm an old bird. And what was the question again?
Books.
Yes, books.
Courtney, have you ever given the guinea pigs a lemon? Have you ever given the guinea pigs a lemon?
A lemon.
No. Why?
It's titled The Face of Regret. Someone gave the guinea pig a lemon.
Oh yeah, they sent me that this morning.
What is it?
You have to be careful because it's a lot. It's a lot of citrus.
Oh God.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to get. I mean, we did debate on giving him a piece of pineapple once, but we didn't actually give it to him.
Well, there's a thing of pineapple in the fridge for you, and there's strawberry, watermelon, and cantaloupe for the girls.
Oh. Yes. I decided. Thank him. Well, yes. So books. I mean, I'd say it's probably hard to read a whole book in a night. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how well you could read, Bert, but I mean, I have a fair few laying around, some pamphlets and a couple of scrolls. You know, scrolls were a little more portable in my day, so I have a few more of those. But I mean, what would you like to read? I mean,
if you have any spare spell scrolls, I'll take those to look over. And
well, I mean, yeah, I could the teachings of some of the simpler magics that I teach in town. I mean, some are in pamphlets and some are in scroll form. I guess I could lend you one of those. And he's talking about the 10 But I mean, higher than that, I don't really put any of them to paper. I mean, actually, he did have one or two of them were potential to be. Goddamn. Ritual casts. Identify.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was that was the only one that he had as a ritual cast. So that one he would have had on paper. Yeah, that would have been the only one he would have had on paper. I don't know. I don't know that one. I don't think. Yeah, it would have just been identify that he would have had on paper outside of the 10 cantrips.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're more than welcome to take one of them for the evening if you want.
I'll ask him if he has any Valdelican to common books to learn the Valdelican writing.
Oh, well, I could see where that would be useful. I think I have a copy of full around here. I mean, many of the merchants wish to learn common, and so that way they can speak to the travelers that come through. Not everyone has the proficiency to know both languages, so I think I have something around here. Give me a moment. And he goes and scours through, and he produces a scroll. It's fairly simple. I mean, it's got the 26 characters that make up our language, and conjunction to what their equivalents to, and the common tongue, as it's called, and has, they think highly of themselves, and they are charismatic folk. I'll give them that. Oh yes, but the scroll, it has some simple grammar in the sentence structure, and some of the common words that you'll find. It's not the full language, but it'll at least get you on the right path. I mean, you just basically have to reverse engineer it, because it's Valdelican to common, or common to Valdelican. I'm not sure how you'd look at that, but it's for us to learn your language. So, yeah, by all means, have at it, and I hope it treats you well. By all means, you can keep that one. I'll end up making other copies because, well, shit happens. And, well, these, the people of this town, there'll always be more that want to learn the common tongue so they can speak to the folk. And we've probably got a fair 500 plus in this city or town. We can't convert. Sadly, only probably a good 150 of them actually can speak common. What was the question?
You answered it, thank you.
Oh, excellent. I do what I can, yes. So, by all means, consider it a gift. You've been quite entertaining to an old man. But, I mean, it's getting late. I think I'm gonna go to bed. You're not staying here, are you?
Nope.
Oh, excellent. Well, then, I mean, if you'd like, you can stop by in the morning again, and we can pick up where you left off. You really have a knack for this magic stuff, and it's like you've cast a spell or two on your day. I like it. It's impressive.
One or two.
Well, that's nice and nice. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's...
I think your tree is a little too far away to hear the conversation.
It's fairly nice to see someone who's got a talent for it. I mean, identify as one of the more complex, because you're not just using it in one way. You're using it to identify, but to comprehend the knowledge that is given off by an object, or to understand how to push the magic through the object so that you can retrieve the information and understanding the differences of the schools of magic at play. And he just starts rambling on and on and on and on and on and on.
While he's talking, I'll start grabbing my stuff and
Yeah.
putting it in the bag.
He's not even. He's kind of just staring off to, like you're in the peripherals, but he's just staring off. And some of the traits are quite tricky. I mean, you think that it's a solution, but it's conjuration. It's quite fantastic. What was the question?
I'll go up to him. I'll place a gold in his hand, pet the dog, and tell him I'll see him in the morning.
Well, that's nice. I'll buy a couple of drinks. Well, thank you, lad. That's mighty kind of you. That's mighty kind of you. I should have had my stipend for the month. I mean, I did get back. That reminds me, I got a lot of. Thank you, son. Have a good evening. Have a good evening. Jolt. Let's go to bed, boy. Let's go to bed.
Then I'll take a cup of stew and leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Take it. I'm old man. I'm full of this. And he locks the door, and the lights. I mean, I'm out.
I'll make my way to the tree,
Make your way to the tree.
and as I'm sipping on rabbit stew, I'll start going through the Valdalkin Common and trying to undo it and redo it
Okay.
and all that jazz.
Gotcha. I mean, it'll take time. So I mean, you can start.
That's not good. That's an 8
Hey.
for tonight.
Okay.
I'm tired, so.
Yeah, definitely
That's
tired. You've learned a lot, and you
Heard a lot.
just you definitely heard a lot. The old man likes to talk. He definitely likes to do that.
It's
And-
Dino.
Huh? It's who?
Our boss.
Oh. So I mean, you kind of just open up the scroll and you look through and you look at the different characters and whatnot. It's a very curvy language. Think cursive, but not the same letters that you know, but
Right.
it's in that same flowy manner. And you kind of look at some of the words. Huh?
It's like Elvish.
Very similar-esque. Maybe not as... It seems that they have more consonant style, especially when you look at the words for the translations. They definitely don't use a lot of vowels. Like, Elven is typically very soft and Dwarvish is very hard, but it's an interesting mix of the two where you don't see many C's. Most C's are replaced by K's and the such. Like, there's more of the harder consonants, but it's still very fluey,
Right.
kind of like Elven. So it's an odd set derivative of each in its own right. But yes, very, very fluey.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Everybody's out like a fucking light.
Sleeping on a bedroll on my sheepskin, rough cut sheepskin blanket with blood.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it still has this fresh smell of blood on it, but
Hence why I sleep so well.
yeah. I mean, it's all dried at this point, but it's nice and warm. Maybe if even a little too warm at times, kind of poke a leg out, poke an arm out, kind of drift it over the half belly, like, okay, that's better.
But it's comfortable. I like the weight.
Oh yeah. It's definitely that. So yeah, you all drift off into a fairly straightforward evening. Oh.
We're at the 3 hour and 11 minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll actually probably call it at that point because I know this one here needs to get some sleep because she works the morning shift.
Yeah, we'll call you back in like 10 minutes.
So
Yeah.
yes, gentlemen,
I believe that seems like a good stopping point. Sleeping under the tree outside. The professor